Trash to Cash podcast. Hi,
Yes.
Gary.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
96, I guess, because we're counting the live stream as 95, Kevin.
That was 95. That was an extra.
Anything to get to 100 so Gary V can come on the show, which Gary's still going to lock in, I believe.
I've got it 100% that I'm going to ask.
Yes, 100%.
And then he will ignore me, because he ignored me the last time I messaged him. Because you told me to, and then he didn't respond.
But I would also have ignored you.
So I got so close to the sun, and then I just plummeted down to earth.
Fizzled out.
Fizzled out.
I love how, can I just say...
No, I never got the stuff.
I just want to say one thing, and I don't know, can you guys see? You can see the TV.
Welcome to lunch, guys. Let's do it.
Okay, so you've got Trash to Cash podcast, right? And then right below it, Kevin's number one previously watched is Manscaping.
Is that really true?
No, it's not true. I just want to say.
Oh, please, can they see it? I'll move.
I don't know.
I just want to say my TV has been unattended.
Put it back on. You can't escape from
So who was in here watching the Manscaping video then?
Well, you know, it might have been Jess. It might have been Bubba.
Oh my gosh.
Bubba's girlfriend.
Wait, who's Jess? I'm confused.
Yeah, who's Jess? That is a very good question.
Jess is the girl who comes in when we get a ton of stuff, and she's...
another one of your employees.
Another one of the non-payrolled employees.
Well, I mean, I'm just glad you're clean shaven.
That's good. I'm just glad that you're keeping it clean. You're keeping the Commonwealth
say right now on Granny
under control.
On Granny. Is that what it says?
On Granny, yeah. On God, on Granny, on Granny.
Video, right?
On Granny.
I think
never
Dave
watched it.
Purposely looked at it.
Or maybe Heather's trying to hint.
Yeah. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to clean up the Cabbage Patch. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's on the Garage Sale Nation account. Interesting.
So somebody's on there.
You know, listen, it could have been something worse.
The only time anybody's logged into that.
There's a lot of worse things.
In the cabin here.
At least it shows you care. You know, sometimes caring's all that matters. You know. This is a weird setup. Usually
Hi, Carrie.
Usually he's on a phone.
Want to arm wrestle?
Yeah, let's do it.
Look at the camera. I don't know. It's a little.
No, we're supposed to be like we're having a real conversation.
We're doing lunch.
And we're doing lunch. We don't have lunch.
It's just like
one of us is going to quit at some point.
It's like a panel at FlipCon.
Oh my gosh.
Can I just say something?
Unfortunately.
That it is so refreshing to see both of you guys being serious. And at FlipCon, when you were on your panels, both of you were serious.
Yeah.
I like serious Dave and serious
I
Carrie.
can neither confirm or deny it. You guys had to pay. Was it a con? That's the truth. You had to pay like $400 to go to that.
But there was Karen's.
There was. Did you guys see the Karen video?
I don't think it was really Karen's. I didn't say
terrible.
Karen.
She's a Trash to Cash. She's awesome.
She
What are you
is.
talking
Thank
about?
you. I appreciate your activities, and I hope you come garage sailing with me as well.
Yes.
You know, so there was this whole thing where, and Kevin, I don't know if you heard this, but you probably did. He's always there, and he's always like, Dave, I was there. He's just so unmemorable that I can never remember.
Exactly. He's got a forgettable
I already
face.
know what he's going to say.
About the staged fight?
No, that's not what I
Okay,
thought
so
I thought you were going to tell me about Disgruntled Octopus.
No, yeah, he does have a podcast, and he wears an octopus mask.
Yep.
Check it out. No, basically, Chris Flip the World put out a podcast where there was people fighting at the bins.
Podcast,
a short, a reel.
Yeah.
Did you see that where the people were fighting?
I did.
It was all staged.
But he didn't know it was.
It was literally staged. Mel said it was her viewer having a fun time, having a laugh.
Really? That woman did not look
she
like
said,
she looked
Mel
like she
has
was
the whole
serious.
video. Mel has the whole video of her saying, watch Mel, I'm going to do this.
Chris is a fraud. Flip the unsubscribe.
You got to be careful with Chris because I almost broke up his marriage. They're on really thin ice.
Yeah,
because he's not supposed to be. He can't really be on TikTok because of the ladies.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people on it.
Go on.
Yeah, and
finish the story.
Yeah, and then I just said, you know, good luck on TikTok or something. I won't tell anybody if you look at the lady dancing videos.
Oh,
you know
so
what I mean?
he can't be on there because he's looking at the ladies.
No,
I thought the
hold
ladies
on.
were looking at him.
Hold on, that is minor libel there. He's not looking at them. His wife just doesn't want him to look at them.
Yes, he isn't. Yeah, you're right. He isn't looking at them.
Well, good for her.
Exactly. But then I message him on Instagram. I'm not going to tell because I'm just trying to be cool.
So Carrie's basically encouraging him to...
I'm just saying I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell him what to do.
Refuse to take a picture.
Immediately, Stacy gets on his Instagram and responds to me.
I
didn't know.
What did she say?
She said, I will cut off his...
leg?
His Commonwealth pecker if...
Oh.
Do we have to bleep that out?
We might have to bleep that out.
Once you get Commonwealth, you'll get it.
Yeah, so that you got him in trouble.
I got him in trouble.
But we're really kind of skipping the main meat and potatoes. We went to FlipCon.
We went to FlipCon.
And the whole was it a con
It's
thing?
over.
And
that was the last
everybody
one.
like stopped selling stuff to go to FlipCon. Isn't that the point? So you keep selling stuff.
That's true.
It's kind of different.
I turned off my store. Well, I turned it on time away.
We're not
but-
really resellers.
I
though,
shut
to
mine
be fair.
down for like 13 days. I was gone.
And then you clickbaited
And then
like
I
a boss and
boy,
lost
I
subscribers.
got,
Exactly.
I got heat.
He basically put out a video saying, "Time to shut it down."
He's just talking about going on vacation.
He's talking about putting on
He
vacation.
doesn't even
but,
care
like,
anymore.
Well, I'd shut it down. It was time.
Yeah.
That's not clickbait. It's truth.
I'm just thinking of all the thumbnails. Like, I kind of want SSK Promo to design this thumbnail because he would really take the manscaping thing, like the whole
He
Yeti
would.
thing that he did with you back in the day.
Yeah, he would get the basic gist of the thumbnail, but then he'd take it like he'd put a Sasquatch in there or something like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he'd confuse you at the same
Put a
time.
derby hat on the guy.
derby
We
hat.
found those today. Baldy Pal and SSK Promo would have loved the hat. Did you
bring
see
them?
those today?
Yeah, Mike was
Yeah,
wearing
yeah,
one. Yeah, he
yeah.
looked pretty good in it. It's very
So how was
stylish.
picking up here?
I don't like thrifting very
hate it.
much,
I hate
and
it.
so like I've
don't
been
hate it.
thrifting the last 2 days, which was fine because it was good company, but it's not my forte.
I had a lot of purchases that were like, I'm not going to make money on this, but I
Yeah.
want to buy it.
Yeah, like I kept
Which
putting.
is not a
things-
good way to make a living.
No, I kept putting things in my cars like, well, it's only $4.99 and I can sell it for $16. And I'm like, what? I don't want to.
I was like, it's only $5 and I might get 8.
Like, how many times did I fill a cart and then just leave the cart? Like,
All
just
the
I
time.
just you
It's
saw
a
me like I'd
monster,
fill
yeah.
it up.
Go and put the stuff
You'd look
back.
directly at the Goodwill workers
My
as
wife
you walked
does
out
that.
and just
She buys stuff in the grocery store, and then if she decides she doesn't want it, she'll just put it wherever she's at.
Especially with frozen goods, I heard.
yeah,
She
that's
takes the frozen goods and just puts them in the cereal aisle.
cereal aisle.
Just out of
the
spite.
fish, just the fish. the
Take this,
frozen fish.
Publix or Aldi or wherever you may shop.
Wawa.
Wow, what's the grocery store in Vegas?
Vegas, we've got Albertsons. We've got.
Does this eye contact make you uncomfortable?
I feel like
does.
this is my life. You two looking at each other and me just like off to the side. This is the
We
way
can look
it
at
always
you. Let's look at Kevin.
I'd rather you look at each other.
Kevin doesn't like eye contact because there's so much he's hiding back.
He likes to
behind
be
those eyes.
behind you and like massaging you.
I do. I'm a
Yeah, it's-
touchy person.
Oh, boy.
You have short arms from the elbow down, Gary. And very small hands.
I do have really small
What else
hands.
can we? What else can we judge on you?
No, and you know,
No, your eyebrows are very askew.
you know what they say: the carpets match the drapes. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I don't know. Was that how to do
Okay,
it?
so FlipCon, what did you think, Kevin?
I don't know. I had a good time. I had a good time. I obviously did. They had breakout sessions this time, which I thought were pretty helpful.
They were really
They
good.
didn't do
I liked
last
them.
time.
Yeah.
Way better than the main stage speech.
Yes.
You know, totally. So I enjoyed that.
Did you think that? And I talked about it in my video, which you should go check out, about an aggressive reseller yelling at the Goodwill employee. But I talked about in my video that the breakout sessions were a nice kind of break, and then also the panels themselves were better quality. Like the topics made more sense with the people. Like last year, I was on optimization, which was weird, Josh.
That's very
Really weird. And this year, I was on quitting your job.
Wiping.
I could speak
Well,
on that
I went
pretty
down
easily.
with the expectation of I was going to be on one thing.
Which,
And-
by the way, Kevin,
Yeah.
we already talked about this, but it was literally you just pitching yourself for 10
Oh
minutes.
man,
We
yeah,
already talked about
your
this.
10-minute speech was so much better at listing party, or maybe it was because it was the first time I saw it at listing party, camp listing party.
you
This
change
time-
They gave me 15 minutes and I introed there. So at this one, he gave me 10. In reality, the first speaker, Rachel, went a little bit long.
She had a lot to say.
And
Like
so,
30 minutes long.
And so I try to keep it really short.
Did you
and
know
I just
that
wanted
turtles-
to like change the
Turtles can just be frozen forever, or something like that. That's what I learned from Rachel.
only Canadian
So,
turtles.
so when you did this same exact speech prior, you
It was
had
not the
other
same
stuff?
exact speech. I didn't do anything that I did.
So when Josh said he liked what you did, and then you did that, he like definitely
You
didn't
literally
like
at
that.
camp listing party. I was there. You asked the same questions. Who knows how many cats I have? How much money did I make last month?
What's my wife's name?
What's my wife's
my
name? Yeah.
God.
the
What's
whole-
my
I was
password, and
giving
is it all
stuff
one
away.
number?
People like
How many
giveaways.
nipples do I have? Nobody knows.
It's unknown.
Except for at
It's
listing party, when I asked how many degrees does Carrie have, everybody stayed up. But when I
Yeah.
asked at
Nobody
FlipCon, nobody knew. So
That's weird, yeah.
We knew
We-
immediately the trash to cash crowd was not our
Yeah,
audience.
and then we had to try to do a live.
And we
in
did
front
a
of them,
live.
and
We
they were
had
like-
like 2 people into it, and everybody else just confused.
Everyone's like, "What is this? What are we watching? Why is this happening?"
Why are they offending Josh?
Yeah.
And Caleb.
Yeah, why are they being mean to Joshua? And then they did a like hot sauce one the next day.
Yeah.
Flip the World in Dalton. I don't know if that
It made me feel like our podcast was less special that they got time.
Yeah, and theirs wasn't any better,
I don't
but
know what they were
somehow
doing.
like, they were rubbing hot sauce on each other's tongues.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of a thing, I guess.
So basically, no reselling at all at FlipCon.
There was reselling. I mean, was it a con, Carrie? You made the video. Answer it. You answered.
I really, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed the one-on-one conversations, the moments of meaningfulness.
Waiting for Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, the waiting forever to get just crispy, overcooked chicken.
Yeah, I mean...
that's not
I talked about that on my channel,
the food
too.
was not the best.
Well, it was not required, either.
But the food the night of the party was really good. The Cracker Barrel food, which is on them, was not the best.
How about
Cracker
the food the night before the party that I had to pay for?
I enjoyed that.
That was nice. That was nice.
How about... Okay, so
Dave kept ordering stuff.
So I did keep ordering stuff. We kind of talked about that, but we didn't talk about the fact that we go garage sailing. And then after garage sales, I say, hey, I'll take you all out to lunch, I'll treat.
Oh boy.
And then people thought for some reason just because of his bags of cash that he was paying, so they start handing him money. They're like, here, Kev, this will help with the tip. Like, you gave him what, $20 or something?
That's all we had.
Death Pile Picker gave him $20. And then of course I pay for the whole thing, and Kevin doesn't give me the money. He just kept that money for the
It all stems from every time I do pay, you get 6 entree. Well, you only get you work pretty good with the entrees, but the appetizers, the desserts.
I was telling you this at lunch. Like, I wouldn't go to a restaurant if I couldn't get appetizer and dessert, because at home I can cook a good entree.
Oh, and you can't do I
don't ever have the
nachos at
motivation to do chips and queso followed by tacos followed by churros. Like, I'm never going to do that.
I feel like you hanging out with us is your excuse just to eat whatever.
It is.
Because
we
went to Dairy Queen after eating dinner last night.
That was Sonic's.
Dairy Queen. Sonic's.
He ate again.
Yeah, and then he had another meal. What did you have? Fourth meal, you had a couple different entree things.
I had mozzarella sticks.
You had mozzarella sticks.
Churros.
And churros. A perfect combination.
Cinnabon, like Cinna sticks.
And then you had a icy or whatever they were called, the Sonic Blast.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
That was Matt, the Aussie picker. Flipper.
Are you happy with the picking? Because for the first time
in North Carolina,
we went out in Vegas. In Vegas, I went a different
you
direction.
sucked bad in that
Listen, I played such a next level game of hide the shell, right? Yeah. Kevin always ditches us every time we meet. He always plays. He ditches us, right? He'll find some other person who can help his channel more and do the scripted content crap that he does, right?
He's like, I need to get the Australians in.
Yeah, and he'll also send us to crappy yard sales while he goes to good ones. So this one, I kind of took ownership and I said, I'm going to convince Eric not to stay, so Eric doesn't do the work for him. OBX pitcher, and so Eric, I convinced him to bail, and then Kevin, I was like, oh, why don't you go to this community sale, the one that Philly Flipper was going to, right? So
which I wasn't going to go to. See, I was trying to play my own little chess game here. I wasn't going to go. I had a plan to go, and then Mel comes down and says, Paul isn't even awake yet. I'm like, oh, maybe we should go to that one, because I'm like, Paul's already out there and getting stuff, so I'm like, all right. And I totally changed gears, and it was a mistake.
And so me and Carrie... Well, Carrie had no part of this.
No, listen.
Me and myself and I decided to go to the secret community sale that I found that was only advertised on a weird site. It was Garage. It wasn't G Sale. It was even more obscure than that.
Garage sale.Ted Bundy / Garage
Buddy
or something.
Yard Sale Buddy or something.
MySpace.
Anyways, I found this sale and I was like, it was a long shot. And I told Carrie and everyone that this is a long shot because
but it pays off.
If it pays off. And I even told you I was going to one that was a long shot, but if it pays off. And it actually didn't pay off. We went there was 2 sales.
But you found stuff on the way out.
We found a couple things, right? But then as we were navigating to the rest of the sales, we kept finding pop-up sales that were not on my list.
And see, there's where we failed. So we went to the community sale, and we're out in the country, and I love country sales. I'm like, we're going to find a few pop-ups that aren't advertised because there was nothing on the map.
Yeah.
And we found 2. One of them was good. Both of them were good. Both of the pop-ups that we didn't know about were good, and then after that, absolutely nothing.
You look like looking at you real close while you talk. You look like an adult baby.
That's true.
Just like a really old baby.
You don't really need to look. Why do you have to be mean to Kevin? The commenters don't like it, Gary.
They don't like it.
I know. I'm just kidding. We're actually friends in real life, guys.
Sort of.
It's just off-putting being so close to everybody doing this.
Well,
I feel like you guys should kiss. I mean, I feel like
I feel like I keep wanting to do prayer hands with them.
Okay, so
share a piece of spaghetti.
we ended up doing really well.
I know, I'm jealous.
It was kind of insane, actually. So we just had several sales that were really good.
This is my best part of maybe the whole trip was not getting incessant text messages from Kevin with all the stuff he was finding.
That helped because
you knew he was having a terrible day because we didn't hear a peep from him.
And so we're like, hey, you know what? This is good. Like, no one's bringing us down.
I was with two people. Mel wasn't shopping. So, lots of time I go with people that whoever's in the passenger seat is navigating. It's usually me in the passenger seat navigating, and I'm not driving.
Yeah.
But if you're driving, you can't try to find more. You can't try to.
Well, that's why it was terrible in Vegas, because I was driving.
But I was doing it. Okay, so to my credit, and usually that's what I focus on is my credit. I was driving and I was spotting the sales.
You were doing really good.
Doing a double whammy.
Mel spotted the sales. And she found one for us, and it was a good one.
And she said you move fast at the garage sale. She said that you're like zip, 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 zip. And I think it's because you're so beautifully manscaped.
Yeah, it's the manscaping. It's the going to the
no friction.
Going to the mall and doing your Saturday morning speed walks with the elderly.
I think so. But I mean, I don't know where do we start.
Mel, of course, and she wasn't shopping, and then I went with Wyatt from Rewilded Reselling, and he's a young man, so I figured we'd have an advantage.
Yeah.
And it was. We found some stuff, but
he's manscaped. You ever seen his beard? It's flawless, man.
Well, and we took Kevin to one sale because we felt it was a pity thing. We're like, we're going to take him to a sale.
This is after I kept asking for addresses down because
he's like, I got to get you guys on my content. That's what it was about.
Well,
it wasn't about that.
The problem was that he was like 40 minutes away, so I'd give him an address and he'd be like, I can't make it in time, right? Mm-hmm. But I finally said, we're going to take a break. We're going to go to something that's just far away from all of us. I think it could be good.
Yeah.
And Kevin, was it the best sale you had all day?
No.
For if you combine all the finds of everyone.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It was the best sale of the day.
It was also by far the most expensive.
You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Look at the Supply Hut. You spent so much of your viewers' money.
Exactly.
And you're making money.
And it's just crumbling down. What are you calling this, by the way, nowadays?
Supply Hut. Can't say
Do you like it though? It's nice.
Dude, it's nice.
It's nice and cool. The AC
Carrie can sleep right there tonight.
Seriously, there's just a lot of exposed metals and
that's good.
Yeah, and wires.
I love how he cheaped out. I thought we were getting bricks. And he just got like a little cheap picture with name. I don't even see my name in there.
Because you can give me.
I gave you $30 whole.
You did?
Yeah.
That's the last time Carrie
Find my name, man.
All that money you donated.
Yeah, all that money, guys.
This is what you
Thousands
get.
of dollars.
It's
he printed this
literally
out on a piece of paper.
It's look at the low resolution. It's literally printed on a piece of printer paper.
He put Dave over and Dave.
It's just Dave.
I'm not on here.
Wow.
You're
I'm
on there.
so disappointed. I want you to put in a brick wall and write my name on it.
Oh. Yeah,
That's what I thought when I was doing a piece. This is a piece of the shed. I demand a refund.
That was the biggest. Talk about a flip con right there. Talk about a flip con.
Brian Klaus, since we don't shout him out right there, that that's his contribution.
Yeah, Brian, big and fun.
We got a bunch of other Patreons.
Yeah, we've got Biscuit Butt.
But you gave him that, didn't you give him that on the live, and that was an extra?
Yeah, we got we got.
Soda City Flips.
Soda City.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Biscuit Butt, though.
I don't have this pulled up at all, Patreons. I just don't have it available right now, and I don't think I can get it in a timely fashion. So
that's all right.
We'll put the names in text, which is cheaping out.
Yeah, we're cheaping out.
Speaking of cheaping out, it's not okay for me to cheap out. It's okay for Dave to cheap out.
Fine, Kevin. Let's have some moments of silence while I find all the names.
That's all right.
Lady Arbitrage.
Yes, Lady Arbitrage. Yeah. I convinced her after last week's monstrosities of motivation, as I call them.
I'm surprised more people didn't sign up for this.
Nobody was interested.
Heather was losing it last night watching this.
You have corrupted my
wife. A lot of people were cracking up. They thought Carrie was very funny.
I have IBS. And it's hard to control. And I opened up about it via graphic video.
I think it's good, though. Like
nobody cared. Everybody was worried about Kevin's feelings. He has no feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
He's not even paying attention.
Do you remember the 301 sale where we got the Lord of the Rings stuff?
Kevin, please enjoy this manscaping kit. I know it's the brand you use. Love, Brian Klaus. Okay, cool. That's awesome, Kevin.
Keep it fresh.
Are you so I get criticized for having other people do work, but I just want to point out that Dave's store has been open the whole time, and your wife's been doing all the work.
But I don't have any good stuff listed, so nothing
is selling.
No. Yeah,
see, that's the key.
Difference.
That's the key to going on vacation. Don't have sellable items.
Yeah.
I came back, we had 34 sales the day I got back.
Oh my god.
I mean, for the duration.
Ragnarok?
That's not bad.
Seriously,
34. You were gone 5 days.
We get here and he shows us his pile of fan mail. Yeah. Like he's like, I got all this in 1 week.
I know.
Dave.
He's all like, they're just sitting in cash like
He's
my
like, it's
grandma
gold
used
bars.
to. $20 and like kisses on a card with lipstick. It's weird.
And so I made a video telling everyone to stop sending Kevin stuff and send me fugglers, and then I linked to my P.O. box. So.
Somebody, that should be your new mascot, is that one they made of your face with a fuggler. Because that's pretty good, honestly.
People liked it when Mercar, what's her name? Liz Perfectly came on the
Mercari?
podcast. Liz Perfectly came on the podcast. And
that was wonderful.
like, I was like,
Code Commonwealth, 30% off.
Yeah,
but
now we were
I'm
keeping
telling
on
you,
your toes.
man, Vendu is so much better. They did a whole
Look,
presentation
man, American Arbitrage 30
about how
Did you
they
see
don't
Vendu?
have auto
Liz
delist.
Perfectly
Did
better.
you see Vendu there? I didn't see
I've never.
Vendu-
I don't even
Did
know.
you come
Vendu's
away-
some dude in Canada in a basement, probably.
Did you come
for
away
all we
with
know.
a Vendu bag?
No, I
didn't either.
They're
I
spending
came
their
with
money
Liz
developing
Perfectly
useful
bag.
software instead of schmoozing Kevin. They're actually doing good things and helping the community.
The community.
I feel like being there for the community is helping the community.
Use my link for Vendu, and by the way, you do get a discount if you use my link for Vendu. Just saying.
What about
I've never told a single
30%
person because I didn't realize they get a discount.
Oh,
so
wow.
I probably could
what
be
about
selling
Faith?
it better.
What about Faith and Tall?
Faith
at,
and Paul? Faith and Paul.
Faith and Tall.
That's my reseller.
Tall.
Genie.
Yeah, my reseller Genie.
Yeah,
Let's
and
give them free ads. Why
Did
not?
you see
Screw
me
it.
screw that up? You saw me screw that up, right? Where I
You
called them.
something else? It's
Yeah.
tough, Faith.
I called
Hope, and
Ever
love,
Leslie.
right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, did you? We were walking. Speaking of hope, we were walking to the. I was gonna say refrigerator, but elevator because I'm
Don't say
confused.
this. Don't say this.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, something about hope," and I'm like, "Her name's Faith, dude."
I did that before. I've done that to her face before.
That's messed up, man. She
They were
gives you money, dude.
fun. There was a lot of fun people that
There
I
was a
didn't
lot
think
of
would
good
be fun.
vibes and good times.
Yeah.
I had no
Not
good
that I
vibes,
didn't
but I had some
have
good
good
times. I don't. What is a good vibe?
Good
I'm not
vibe.
like I'm kind of trying to get rid of
It's
that
the
term.
opposite
Good
of the way
I don't
you
like it.
felt when the
Wacky tobacco.
I
when
don't like
the
it.
Goodwill guy is up there. That was the opposite of a good vibe.
I just think good vibe. It's like so 70s.
Why did
and
we have the
cheesy.
Goodwill?
I send you good vibes.
Well, I'm
Speaking
a
of it,
son of a
reminds
hippie,
me-
man.
It is very
Reminds me
hippie,
A
right?
little of 70s show in here.
Why is that?
They pass it around the good vibes.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
seen that show.
He's talking about back in the
Is it good?
70s when he used to toke it up and smoke it up and watch some Cheech and Chong.
Wasn't he like 6,
Yeah, he was 60-ish.
60-ish in 1970?
He was older than Cheech.
Kevin, if you had to just like start having kids again today, would you do it? Like you still
I
have
had
all your
to, I
current
wouldn't have a
kids.
choice.
Well, like, would you want to?
No. No.
Me either.
I
wouldn't
could
wanna
start.
start.
It's possible.
Oh, you still got some.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a
Got
puff
some
of
blood
dust.
in your veins.
Just a,
Through the miracle of medicine, he still can.
this
has been brought to you by Cialis.
This
Cheaper than Viagra.
Yeah, how come Viagra is not
Podcast
talked about anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. Because they
took over.
Because Viagra, now they have it, it's been out long enough that they can have the generic stuff.
Like over the counter.
Over the
stuff.
counter.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes you just take it to feel again. You know what I mean?
I feel like my blood pressure wouldn't be a good choice for me, but I don't know. Let's look into it.
Sometimes you just want to walk around and knock stuff over. You know what I mean?
Anyways, so FlipCon happened. I think, there was some good times.
What was your favorite? What was
your favorite? What was
My
your
favorite part of
Because
FlipCon?
he would
favorite?
leave before the party happened.
Oh, the parties aren't fun. Like sitting there and
I
talking to
like
big groups
talking
of
to people because
not
I
for me.
care.
Sure.
Carrie's like the last one to leave.
Yeah.
I always
and
feel bad because I want to enjoy it.
During the party, I went to bed at 9:15
Yeah, I know.
that night, and it was amazing. My air conditioning was working.
Which
like
is
a
when
charm.
he had the time to do all the research and all the stuff.
I spent like an hour and a half making sure that I beat Kevin at garage
and
sales.
he beat me. He beat
and I
me
did.
significantly.
And
but I did meet more
Aussie
people.
Flipper
Wow.
ended up getting an insane Pokemon haul, which we're not
yes.
going to spoil, but let's just say it's
Tune in,
incredible.
folks.
Tune into Aussie Flipper. on
Aussie
YouTube.
time though, which I'm not sure what
It's
their time
like
difference
9 a.m.
is.
Aussie time, which is like
All
5
the
p.m.
time.
our time.
Doesn't
But
change.
he gave me and Carrie a nice Pokemon card.
Yeah,
so
we
that
got
was pretty
Pokemon
cool.
cards.
Yeah, Pokemans.
So we are Pokemon bros now.
Yeah, so take that, Paul. Philly Flipper.
Yeah.
Philly Flirter.
Philly flirter.
Philly player.
Philly fluffer is what I
A little
say.
surprised to see the Philly. What did you call him?
Philly fluffer.
Flirter.
Philly Flirter.
Flirter
The
there.
Philly Flirter, yeah.
It's nice to
He
see
was there,
that.
yeah. He had a good time, I think. He was making all
dude.
types of posts about it. So
Yeah.
I think everyone that went didn't regret going. Like, you get to...
I was impressed by the
The
amount of
Goodwill
games
guy
I had.
regretted going, I think.
I mean, but then again, let's take a minute. Like, okay, so let's say you're going there, no interest in social media. No
Yeah,
interest.
it's a waste of your money.
No interest in networking at all.
Yeah.
Well, you're going there just to learn about reselling.
Renzi was really good with that. If you wanna hear somebody talk, no disrespect, and I mean this
I wanna
lovingly.
throw some
If you wanna-
disrespect when you're
yeah. If you want a 45 minutes straight without breathing of somebody telling you how to make $1 million selling shoes in I don't know where they are, Saskatchewan or something.
Yeah, something like
Maine.
that. Yeah,
They'll
it's,
teach you.
That was long-winded and very
Good.
proud of themselves.
Really?
Or himself.
I didn't get that vibe at all.
Wow.
don't
Maybe I
think
can
so.
send you
I
some
think
good
he was
vibes.
very humble and helpful for a lot of people in those situations that don't
I'm
want
sure.
to
No,
tell
I'm saying
everybody.
like it was in depth. It was in depth and helpful. I'm sure if you were
Very
into
good.
that, if you were
Yeah, well, so that's
particularly
what
into
I was
that.
gonna say. My whole thing was, I think if you went there just as a reseller trying to be a better reseller, you probably signed up for Whatnot and got pitched and
Yes.
bought Whatnot. Like you bought the
Whatnot was like
you
stole
took
the
the
show
fruit
with
punch
Chris. Yeah.
of Whatnot. It's all of them, and just
There was
seeing
a line
the
at the
opportunity
table
for
for Whatnot
Whatnot. The what Renzi's doing to make money, us doing live auctions there, Nashville Flipper making money
And
at the show.
all of
Everyone's
those people will
seeing
completely fail on there, right?
They just started.
That's
so
what
we
you
don't know.
say. That's what you say. But in spite of your lack of
I will
confidence,
say this though.
or just
FlipCon wasn't
kindness,
marketed
they will do it.
as
A Whatnot
come learn
show.
about reselling. It was
wasn't.
marketed as social media, reselling, networking,
Yeah.
whatnot. I mean, it was marketed as
I
all
liked
of
that we
those
got
things.
to touch Josh's beard.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was
did
there was a
look
line
ridiculous in
and
that.
yeah.
Well, I think that that's the biggest thing I would have taken away just looking for reseller feedback was that's what I would have taken away was I should be live selling.
Yeah.
Right, because that was definitely, and it wasn't like
Well,
I don't think there
but
was
you
any
weren't
agenda
in
to
the
push that,
best
but that's just what
panel
happened.
of the whole week was reselling 101, which by the way, I was
That was a breakout
stuck in
session.
there by
I
myself.
wasn't.
I had
I'm,
to
I'm,
do-
Carrie
I'm
was-
at
you
least
were
the
there.
second or third level. Oh, that was your one.
That was
was
his,
mine.
yeah.
That was kind of boring.
With it,
What are you
Eric.
talking about? It was great. That
So
was
let's
we had more
pretend he's
questions.
not here for a minute, and you don't have to say I'm sorry or it was just joking. Like, give us a real review.
Let's
of it, 'cause I
talk.
wasn't
The
there.
real review of that panel was. Thank goodness you're not on a panel with Kevin. That is terrible. Kevin interrupted. Like it was like there was 5 dudes there, and it went. Kevin, another dude.
4.
Kevin, another dude. Kevin twice in a row. Another dude got halfway through his part, got interrupted by Kevin, and then Kevin finished it off.
How
that
dare
was
you.
that.
I would
First of
never
all,
that was the
interrupt
whole
anyone.
panel.
First of all, there was
Kevin.
4 people,
yeah.
and I was supposed to be there by myself, and I thoroughly believe that there's 6 different ways to resell. So I looked
you
around.
brought them in
I got
level 1.
Rod in there. I got Paul in there. I
did.
got
You got
Eric
Eric
in
in there,
there,
you did.
and they were able to give
And
different.
I'm sure they had something to say if we
All right,
heard
if you
it.
were there in the reselling one, if you were there in that event, you tell us in the comments. Tell us is the best one, or
you
you could
let
have
it
gone
in?
to the social media one
Short
that
form
carried
content,
short
guys. It's
form
the future.
content. There's
Yeah, I
a
went
lot
to
of
that
people
one.
in there.
I went to that one. That one was good.
Yeah,
That
there
one
was,
really-
and there was other reselling topics, and a
We
lot of people.
invited
were
Art
doing
up
Can I
and
say
then we
this?
let him speak. It was
Can I say
beautiful.
this? Like the whole time in the short form one, I was like, I want to be up there because there were so many things I wanted to
Yes.
talk about.
We
which
should have
is-
invited
I just
you up
said them
there.
though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
he
said
just-
them.
There was
he
like-
had several audience questions that were just him.
Well, it wasn't
talking.
just that one. There was another one that was a breakout session that was like Caleb and Josh and Hustle at Home Mom.
You're like,
and they got asked the question, does it make sense to have a Flips channel and a Picks channel? I'm sitting in the crowd. I'm like, can I just come up there?
yeah, I copied
Can I
Kevin
speak to this?
doing that.
Like,
Kevin
I
seems
copied Lonnie doing
Yeah, you
that.
did
Yeah.
copy
Dave
Lonnie.
copied all of us.
Yeah, so I
Lying,
mean,
you
I just
know.
wanted to say, but I was like, very good. I didn't shout out or anything like that.
You
I
did
just
good
sat
on
there
your panel.
quietly.
You didn't seem as bored as you usually do.
It was about me. It was about me.
Yeah.
Dave was good.
So if
Dave
it's
was
about
good.
me,
Dave loves him some Dave.
I can talk about it all day. Let's just, I mean, you guys can leave. I'll just sit in here and talk for a couple hours about me.
You would.
Carrie's wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt and he's hiding it, Kev.
But it's the first time he wore a different shirt in a week, so
That's
I'm happy.
not-
No, I literally went to Walmart because I was sick of you making fun of me.
So he didn't have another shirt. He just.
I
tell
just
you
remember
that.
I left several shirts and pants and underpants in different hotels along the way.
It's like a leave behind. Like,
I
yeah,
changed.
I'll be
And
back. I'll be back for you.
I like to leave tips along the way for the staff.
You got a little rosebud in it.
I change shirts twice a day at FlipCon. You didn't notice.
Wow.
You're the Rachel.
You and
Strickland.
Rachel Strickland, yeah. She wore like 3 outfits on the one day, yeah. So Kevin and her, they've got
I
like
didn't
outfits
change
for
shirts.
different.
I wore the same.
Kevin's like, what school? What shirt that I wore like in the 1980s? Am I gonna wear again today?
Yeah.
It's like literally your childhood
Yeah,
shirts.
every day was 80s day. The party was. Mel won. She was
She
Olivia
was good,
Newton-John.
yeah, she was
good.
So yeah, there was a party where the theme was 80s. I didn't get the memo. Also didn't care, so I didn't do it.
And also,
No, I'm always
didn't
too
attend
cool.
for very long.
I attended. I went. I scarfed down food in about 30 seconds. I then took the Goodwill pallet back to redonate it because I bought a Goodwill pallet and auctioned it off at the FlipCon. And so me and Mike had to bring it back because we only sold like 1/3 of it. So we had to bring it back. And then when I got back, I went in and I mingled for about 10 minutes, took some pictures. and then went up to the bedroom.
Yeah, we did.
And it
We had
was
a lot.
amazing.
We had a line just like at the the Tennessee barbecue bash. There was plenty of people.
Kevin was standing there by that FlipCon sign, just waiting.
He's like, and he had the marker that he brought.
He'd just be like,
yeah. I liked everyone I met.
No, thank you, sir.
I liked everyone I met. I will say that. I didn't meet a single person I didn't
I
like.
liked everybody I talked to, too, honestly. There's a lot of good people.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, other than Kevin, but that's like, given. So.
But yeah, my favorite part was after you went to bed. That was
had
my favorite
3
part of the night
people.
when we sat down
You guys
and
were
talked.
we were just all
5 or
chilling.
6, 7 of us.
3 people yell at me
Side
about
Hustle
being mean to
Network
Kevin.
was there and
3 people yelled at me for being mean to you on the podcast. Yeah.
like yelled.
You're way too mean to Kevin.
They weren't serious.
Yeah. Well, his wife was like, there was one guy who was like, my wife doesn't like you. She says you're too mean to Kevin.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
So-
Kevin.
It's good. My wife loves you.
We should give Kevin a participation trophy so he feels like he's loved and cared for here.
I had a really good sit-down chat with Caleb and Carrie and Hustle at Home Mom.
That was the highlight.
That was good, right?
I was
That
there.
was enjoyable. See, I don't remember
there.
you anywhere.
Yeah. I was right there.
You're so hard to notice.
Yeah. You just leave such a lack of...
That was a secret breakout. Did you know that?
No?
Yeah, they didn't tell him that. It was like a
Caleb just said,
secret
come
breakout.
with me.
No, Caleb said, hey, come with me. I don't want to learn about fitness. And so I said, okay, I don't want to learn about fitness either.
Yeah,
so I
with
went
the
with him.
Fitness. You think that's an important topic? If you were to do a FlipCon, how would yours be set up?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about
First
this.
of all, you can't because somebody bought it.
If I was to do a
Bought
FlipCon, I would just
We'd go to a
do
theme
exactly
park.
what we do for Trash to Cash. I would
Which is-
just go
yeah.
have fun. First of all, we go to Halloween Horror Nights.
And that helps resellers?
I'm not interested
We're
in
helping
But that was your
resellers.
criticism, was that
I didn't criticize at all. I just asked. It
Look,
wasn't- it
here's
was
the
just-
key
it
to
was
our
just-
reselling
it wasn't
conference is
criticism.
it's not going to be anything about reselling. We're going to get out, have some fun,
It'd be
get to
picking.
meet the engaging and handsome, some would say, members of Trash to Cash,
All of them.
all of them, and
Yeah.
Kevin, and just come have a good time. Let's
But no,
just
I
party.
wasn't criticizing at all. I was just simply asking, like, if
All right, well,
if this event happened, would you pay for it if you were just reseller interested in reselling?
No, well, no,
And not
probably
networking. Probably not. Yeah.
I don't think so. But so you seriously would set one up? Because I actually told Josh I wanted to buy it and he ignored me. So
He
just
sold it.
So bad, although I wouldn't have paid as much.
Yeah.
I thought he should have auctioned it off.
Well, and
Well, we don't need FlipCon's name. We're
no,
Trash
we have
to
the Trash Cash Bash. We don't need
At the
it.
bash, man.
Yeah, and I
Wherever
don't-
we are.
Because we, can pull, 100 people.
100 people.
I just don't. I don't really. I don't know. I'm torn on it. Like for me, if I already showed you what I would do. It was called the Trash to Cash Vegas Bash. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. I would just set up a bunch of times where we could all hang out, get to know each other.
Yeah. And
do fun things
I
together.
did answer a bunch, and I'm sure you had some reselling questions just individually because you get to hang
Yeah.
out with these people
Yeah.
and you get to answer those questions.
Yeah, so I mean, mine was just would be more of it's not a learning event. It's just a vacation.
See, mine would be a mix of the two.
Okay.
And I think I like the idea of having a picking event like we did at our,
We did it first.
We did it first. Well, actually, we didn't.
Dante did it first.
Did it first.
We did a second.
I like that idea, so I'd incorporate that. And then I think I would have more breakouts and only have a beginning main session and an end main session.
Yeah, I love the
That's it.
breakouts because people can pick what they're
Choose. And
interested
I'd have
in.
more of them, and
Yeah.
I'd have less of these YouTube resellers. I'd have some because I think that's key, and maybe whatever. But I think I would hand select people in different niches and who sell different way, who aren't all over social media, in these panels, and then pair them with people who are similar but do things different.
Which
And
is
I do-
not what Josh did, is what you're saying.
So you're
What
saying
you're
Josh
accusing. That's
did
what
it
they're
all wrong.
accusing. That's what you're accusing
I
Josh
think
of.
he did more of it this year than he did last year, but I think most of the day would be choices.
So there wasn't enough choices for Kevin at FlipCon.
Yeah, understood.
There'd be
I think-
Amazon choices, whatnot choices, eBay choices.
I would
there'd
do
be
the same.
shipping choices.
But I would do it a little different. I wouldn't have any YouTubers invited at all.
None.
I would not invite a
We
single
wouldn't
one.
even show up.
because then
Because then you got to
make some
pay them.
money.
Then you
That
got to
is
pay
true.
them.
We don't want to pay
Right?
them.
So screw paying
Easy
them.
is way too much money.
Screw paying for their travel. Screw their hotel rooms. Screw it all. Just say, hey, we're doing an event. We are the stars. We are the people.
Okay, so you think you could draw enough? 'cause
Hold on, I'm not done.
The reason they
I'm not done.
invite them
If
is
we're
to get more
making it-
people.
If we're making it educational, right, then yes, they'd come because we're going to hire real resellers. to do the panels and the breakout sessions.
Ones that don't cost money.
Yeah, OBX Picker, he's gonna be cheap.
Yeah,
Tim ain't gonna charge
Well,
as much.
let's hire somebody.
Eats too.
Let's
He's not
hire
charging the
hire
time.
somebody and just have him pretend to be Tekken Sports. Nobody even knows what that dude looks like.
That's
a
a
good
really
point.
good
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, disgruntled octopus could be anybody.
Exactly.
He was taking sports the whole time.
You could get Rocky Top instead of me, and then it'd be real
Top,
cheap.
dude. Rocky Top's getting a big head. We got to calm down with the Rocky.
I mean,
Top
what
stuff.
we've learned though, I had some pride last summer when we did the
You did.
127 meetup.
I
And the
talked to you
barbecue
about it.
bash, which, we did this barbecue bash and like 100 people showed up. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, we're amazing.
And
We're
then
huge."
two old dudes,
Two
one
old dudes.
cup. They,
The other podcast, Two Old Dudes, there was an event, gets 60 people. That's not, they don't
I
even get that many
promoted it.
listeners.
I promoted it. And they had Rocky Top.
yeah, they did get Rocky Top.
Yeah.
That's a get. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I
Rocky.
promoted it for him. You promoted it. We promoted it on this podcast.
Our fault. Really.
It
I
is
was
really.
very upset.
and
I'm a
he's
little
got
bit
an
worried.
audience himself.
He does. So, I mean, I think, though, that tying it around, my point was tying it around these highway sales, obviously, is the best
What do you think
way,
we would
'cause
have
they're already
done?
there. People
What
are
would we
there.
have done this year if we had done 127 Trash to Cash, Tennessee, Georgia Bash? Is that
How
where
many
Tennessee
do you
is?
think? I think we could have drawn.
150? 190? 360?
I think 115.
Josh got 250 idiots to pay 350 bucks.
Yeah, seriously. It was
idiots.
did you not hear about it? It was a $1.5 million
dollar flip con.
Yeah,
It was a
reseller
con.
scam.
Rocky
I like how
Rockstar-
long it took him to get that, guys. He's like really struggling over there. He's like, yeah, idiots.
I tell you what was neat though.
But he's
is
manscaped.
There were a bunch
Dude,
of
so
whatnots
neat, so
during the
neat,
thing.
and man.
Yeah, we
And
talked
you
about
just
that
purposely
earlier.
cut in on two that were previously scheduled and didn't care.
And then I rated them, and they sold for really good money, and we're excited about them. So I think
rated them.
Did you rate them too?
I did, and took it into the bathroom apparently.
you rated what?
What?
Don told me that they were afraid. Haley came in because I had forgot to turn I rated
Oh,
them,
yeah.
forgot to turn it off or something.
Yeah, you were
And
live
it's
from
like,
the bathroom.
It's in my pocket. And she's like, oh, they were trying to find me, make sure I wasn't going to go into the bathroom live on whatnot. But
Kevin doesn't know
that
how to
was
turn
okay.
off and on whatnot.
Is this
I don't
podcast
know
supposed
how
to go
to rate
live
it.
tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
Oh man, that stinks.
Yeah. You got.
That means I gotta
Wait,
edit
did
this
the
thing
live one
tonight.
not count for this
Whatnot.
week?
I don't think
think
it
it
counts.
counts.
This is the podcast is still on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
hi, sorry guys. Hi. Trash
You
to
get
Cash
some-
podcast.
Get
Hello.
some real talk here right now, Dave. just
Skirting
remember,
responsibility.
just remember
Learn.
2
Did you
minutes
learn
in, I
anything?
said a Commonwealth phallic reference. You have to edit out.
I learned that the amount of Fugler begging I did was not enough to get more than one Fugler.
Yeah.
I only
Well,
got
I would
one
say that you
Fugler.
We
guys
need
got more
Dave
gifts
to
there
be
than I
getting
got.
more Fugglers for free because
Yes.
he cannot spend any more money on them.
No money left.
He
It's all
can't-
gone.
Seriously.
You saw the video.
Just send them to him. You guys find them everywhere. I love it. It's America and apparently Australia's favorite plush with real human teeth.
Yes.
Hands down.
Yeah, absolutely. Australia
I
loves
learned that
it.
Mel was the most famous reseller in Australia, and Matt is number 2. So it's like having I
The
don't know,
two
who's
biggest
one and two
Australian
here?
flippers
I know.
here. That would be like having Commonwealth Picker and ADH Dave here.
Oh,
I feel like we got Silverchair and a kangaroo here today.
No, that would be like having the Craigslist Hunter and Taco
Josh.
Stacks.
Oh man.
Taco Stacks.
Taco Stacks in the building.
Yeah.
I really
Reezy.
I
Reezy and
really-
Taco Stacks.
I really lost a lot of respect when he did a membership though. I'm fucking
Did he do a membership?
Yeah, he did a membership, but I think that was selling out.
That's a monster. Make sure you join my channel membership to become part of the crew.
So you're calling him the
Trash
crew?
to cash
That's such a dumb
They're the
name.
crew. They're the crew.
Gosh, you
What
could've come
would
up with
your
something.
name be?
What would
for
your people be
members?
called on your membership?
I don't know.
Gosh, probably
I gotta
like
think of that. I don't know.
The Dingles?
Hold on, I'm
the Dingleberries.
Curious Dingleberries? Curious Dingleberries?
It is written. It is written.
Become a Dingleberry today?
Carrie's Dingleberry. I let it rhyme.
That's perfect. Guys, go check out Carrie's
I'm
channel.
going to
join
start a
Carrie's
membership, guys, and I
Dingleberries.
really would help
You
it.
should do
You know what's
Dingleberries.
so cool about memberships, and you understand this,
Yeah.
is it's free money. It's absolutely free. We don't have to do anything for it.
I was when this whole thing started, episode 14. I was the shill, and I just want to point
I don't
out that
have it
is
yet.
completely
Vendu.
the opposite.
Vendu.
Yeah.
You got a
Wait, no, I
sponsor
mean
to come across?
mine list perfectly or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you're traveling sponsored
Well,
by
they're not
them.
sponsoring the podcast. They're sponsoring my trip.
True, yeah, they've not.
I do
sponsored
use
mine.
List Perfectly.
I mean, I don't think they'll ever sponsor the podcast unless maybe I get. You should.
Unless we kick you
should
off.
seal a deal with them for the podcast, and I'll seal one with Vendu, and we'll both do the ad the
I don't
same
think they
show.
would like that. But that's not
good.
fair because we get 2 ads and you get
Yeah,
one.
but I have the wit and the power to outpower both of you combined.
Okay.
That's
That's true. That is true. I've been on the podcast. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, so
Agree.
whatnot. Let's talk about the whatnot.
Whatnot.
Kevin did a whatnot at the
He
show.
did. Oh,
And he got outlandish money for everything.
just stupid money.
Outlandish stupid
Commonwealth
money.
tax was high that day.
Yeah, and
I
then
gave away. I went
you
to
gave
Walmart.
away.
I gave away a Nintendo Switch. I gave one.
Yeah,
What
wasn't
did
that
you give
Turner's?
away?
He
What
wanted
did you
that.
give
so
away?
I mean, I found a Nintendo Switch at a garage sale for $75
Yeah.
this weekend. I was pretty excited about that. That was a sick find.
So you gave away a $200 item.
No,
What's the Switch cost?
$300.
$300 item. What did you pay for that? You didn't pay $300 for that. That was
Yes, I
given
did.
to you
By
by someone.
Nintendo. Nintendo
No.
gave it to him.
No, I went mean.
He used a piece of the shed. He traded it in.
I feel like there's so much coming my way that I wanted to do that, and unfortunately,
How much is coming your way?
the person?
How much did you make? How much do you make?
That auction was 30 items. I think it was. I mean,
Was it over $1,000?
Well, we had 30 items in the auction, but we sold 66 items.
Was
Actually,
it?
we sold more than that because that one guy bought 49 bracelets.
Yeah, the one.
49
You don't even remember his
bracelets.
name.
I don't remember your name, but you are awesome.
It was outhouse storage.
Yeah, he spent all that money to get in the Commonwealth orbit,
no, well,
and now he's just flown
you
off
bought
into
Orbit
space.
sugar-free
Elvis had,
gum?
we gave it away.
And those commercials for it.
Whatever happened to those Altoids? Do they still make
Well,
those?
here's
make
the
them
worst shill of the time was Flip the World would go around stealing candy, and he got autographed bags and all this, and he sold an autograph bag for $40-some. So I told Dave when he had his, I'm like, Dave,
That was a good idea by Kevin.
I'm
I
like,
do appreciate that.
would you like? He's like, eh. I said, Chris sold it for 46. I said, I bet you could get more.
I did.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
did get more.
And so I went around and I had
got
everybody
autographs.
autograph this thing. Took me like
So what
10
not bag?
minutes.
Yeah.
Do you think he gave me any of that money?
I pooped in your toilet.
Do
earlier.
you think he paid for the
Upper
next
deck?
meal?
Little treat, yeah, a little
Upper
treat.
decker.
A little
Got
treat.
nothing
That
for it.
poop's gonna be in the top of your
However,
toilet.
I have a
Top of it.
whatnot.
It was diarrhea. It was not solid.
I have a whatnot tonight. You need to check it out.
No.
American Arbitrage.
yes.
Oh yeah, because
And
He
we're gonna
really thinks I'm
auction one
editing
off.
this.
We're gonna auction one of those off, and this I have to say this. It's contractual, so you better edit it. So we're good. And we're gonna auction off one of those. And how much did you get for yours?
$86.
$86.
And then when they bought it, they said, "We just paid for your whole pallet." Mm-hmm. And they did almost.
Yeah,
They owe me.
But it
about
was
10
signed by
bucks.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Tucker,
Tucker was, I think.
Harold
Tucker signed it,
Tornado?
Yeah, Harold Tornado.
Haley.
all
I
of
like Haley better than Harry.
them. Yeah, all of them.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Yep.
there.
Yep.
Weirdly a reseller now.
It's not going well.
Cooking has not been going well for Guy Fieri.
He's not that good of a chef, really.
Oh, he looks good though. He's attractive.
I mean, wow, hot take. Guy Fieri looks
It
good.
could be you in like
There's
10
your
years.
thumbnail.
Yeah, it
be
could
you
be.
doing
That's
I just gotta
that's like a
highlight my
reseller
tips.
clickbait title
Podcast,
right there.
yeah.
Guy Fieri looks good, and then it just like has a dinosaur on there or something.
We can use
Nobody
that.
understands what the heck's
I
going
can
on.
clip this and put it later because we really need to go with the manscaping for this one.
How
And Guy
about-
Fieri manscapes Kevin. How
Oh
about that?
yeah,
Boom.
no, we don't need to use what we're talking
So
about.
last year the highlight was the hot sauce thing that Chris did. This year they did the with the dumb thing. What did they do? They
wasn't-
did
it wasn't
draft-
as good.
The draft.
Yeah.
And they drafted like I can't remember what
Yeah,
it
the
was.
resellers to be in a street fight with?
Street fight with. And
Don got like
Don.
picked in the second round.
Don got picked before all of us.
Yeah.
got
Speaking of
I didn't
Dom,
even get drafted, which is fair.
speaking of Dom, in a street fight, the street always wins.
That is true.
Fast 9.
It's all
Check
about
it out.
family. Dude, that movie. It's a good movie. You see Fast 9? You seem like
They
a
go to
Fast
space,
9.
Kevin. They go to space.
That's
In a
fast.
car.
That's like
I saw
7.
Fast
Whatever.
1.
That was a good one.
I like how he calls it.
Why
Fast
didn't they
One. That's
kill-
Fast and the
Like,
Furious.
can
Yeah,
I
I
be
get it, I
like
get
serious, like a little somber moment? Why didn't they kill off Paul Walker in the movies? Why's he got to be alive?
What? Oh, I don't
Like
know.
he's still alive in movie
Bumming-
10. He's still alive, and
you're-
like it
you're-
just depresses
You're
me.
harshing my mellow, dude.
Sorry, they ended on a cliffhanger, literally.
Hey, duh, that's true.
So Kevin, I've met your whole staff while I
Yeah.
was here.
The wait staff, everybody.
Erica is a little bit spicy towards you.
Everybody, this
A
is
little bit
abuse. The whole
spicy,
family.
like-
My wife trains everybody. Reagan is
Yeah,
like the only
they're-
one who's
I
not.
feel
is
like
Turner.
nobody likes you here.
Turner's a very sweet kid. He
Turner's
actually
nice.
still likes Kevin,
Yes.
I would say. And so
The dogs like me.
why didn't you get a barn? Can I ask you that question?
barn?
Yeah, like a big pole barn, air conditioned.
You got plenty of
like why
space out
sheds?
here.
You have so much
Acres
room.
You
and
have
acres.
to decorate it and make it YouTubey, and a barn just doesn't. It's like, why did you get a storage container? You can't film in there.
Well, I got the
store
storage container
stuff.
because it was cheaper than a shed.
But it's not
literally
you
why.
can't sleep in it. You can sleep in this. You can
Why?
watch TV.
What was
It's
sleeping
got a
in it
mini
having to
split.
do with anything? This is for content.
Well, where
kind
am
of
I gonna put-
content
you
are
think
you
I'm gonna
making?
Death pile in my house.
Okay, so my only issue I'm having with this whole supply hut, because he keeps his death pile in here, is the death
Just for the
pile
record, Supply
is
Hut is not going to give you the appropriate amount of bubble wrap. I
death-
want to be on the record, and I always knew that.
You always knew it. All right.
No,
Tommy.
I mean, like, I always... Yeah, that didn't sound right. You know what I mean.
He keeps his death pile up there.
No,
And up there.
It
No.
could fall on us, actually, at
Yeah,
any
I can
moment.
see it.
part of the death pile's there, but it's an organizer. That's where all the Family Guy death pile is. So that when we did it, we took all the 15 and above and put them on eBay, and then all the other ones, every time we do a whatnot, we go up there and pull one or two.
Should we be
Family Guy.
Should we be like dealing with Dalton on his podcast and do like 7 podcasts in one day?
We should try it. I think
No.
so. Who are the Jets? What kind of sport is
Can't
that?
stay
This is
current.
hockey. This is Winnipeg. Do you know where Winnipeg
Canada.
is, Dave? Have you
That's
been there?
Canada, no.
Back when you were selling,
Is it near Toronto? I've been to Toronto and Vancouver.
back when you were selling backpack straps.
Yeah.
or
Should
whatever
I
you were
pull a
doing?
comment from the live, or should I pull a comment from 90?
90 Day
94?
Fiance, yeah. Do
Yes,
90 Day
do
Fiance.
it. Do it. It's always such a weird relationship.
Yeah, and they like
I don't feel like you can have love that quickly. Love is
love
built
at
on
first
trust.
sight. Love at first sight.
I like, the one where they're like behind panels.
Love after
And they're like,
lockout.
I don't care about how you look, and the second they meet each other, they care about how they look.
Oh, that one. Do you know there's a show in the UK where it's like naked love or something?
Yeah, naked love. I see
And
that.
they see,
I
like-
pay for the uncensored version.
They see them naked first, and then they pick them based on their naked body, and then they have to date the one they
See, that's
pick.
what I'm talking about. That's
They
the
see their
evolution.
face last.
That's the evolution of reseller
backwards.
podcasts right there.
So we should start doing naked podcasts?
We're already half naked.
Did you find a comment, Mr.
I did.
Manscaped?
You guys have such great chemistry together.
Oh.
Love the videos. You should do it naked. The gym flipper.
The gems?
You really say we
right
should
there.
do it naked?
The naked thing, I don't see. I don't see the naked thing. That's Kevin.
I
and
feel
his
we are. Yeah, we are.
aggressive tattoo over there.
Bottom down naked.
Okay, so FlipCon. We're not done talking about it.
FlipCon.
I did enjoy some of the times where we're sitting like out in the lobby just chatting with people. I did enjoy the breakout sessions, and I enjoyed a few of the panels, primarily mine.
Yes.
So it was good. I thought it was fun. And we went and we played Top Golf, and
Yes.
all of a sudden I'm good at golf.
Yeah.
That was
Dave suddenly like a savant.
I killed Kevin.
Kevin was so upset. You
Yes,
could see
Dave
that. You could
beat
see
me.
you could see him switch
I
from
don't
just
understand.
like drunk goofball old man to like, I gotta go back to back when I was like a second string shortstop for Liberty or whatever.
He's
you
like,
were
I
back
gotta
then.
start trying.
You gotta start being athletic.
did not
Kevin.
work.
It
It
didn't
did
work.
not
He got,
work
he
at all.
got
Dave
worse.
won.
I destroyed him.
He got worse.
I will take double or nothing.
All right, let's do it. Let's go right now. I'm sure there's
I'm
several.
telling you,
in
that's how it
Bedford.
is with golf, though. You like think you figure it out, and the next time you go there, you just don't even know. You can't even see the ball
figure it
anymore.
out. All he figured out was you could score a lot more by hitting it softer into these ones, and so that's what he tried to do.
Yeah, that's valid.
He was
And
trying-
I
I
just
basically
tried to hit
treated
the
it
back
like
net.
mini golf.
Kevin
I
was
was
just trying to
killing.
hit the back of the net to impress everybody, I guess.
Look how strong I am, guys.
Trying to get
I'm
Terry to
super
put it
And
on.
inaccurate, strong and inaccurate.
I do like. I would say their entrees at Top Golf are not my favorite. The apps are good.
The buffalo chicken dip.
Here's what we
is
need to do. They have a Top Golf for basketball where you just shoot hoops. I'll kill all you guys.
You
in
will,
that.
100%.
I'm good at basketball. I really am.
I can't shoot.
Especially
the ball.
when it's no basketball, you're just shooting. Because I got the athletic stuff.
we have to
I'm
get
old and
the
fat now.
try out for the JV team story again.
No,
good.
I'm not going to do it.
I want to hear
I
it.
feel like if you're a friend, you'd care, but that's all right.
You know, there was a time I went to a theme park, shocking,
Yeah.
and I played that game where you shoot the ball.
Yeah, that's rigged. It's rigged.
I got
The
it.
hoop's a square.
I got it.
What?
I took one ball, I shoot it, and it goes in. Because, like, the way they rig that is they put it a little bit higher than a normal hoop. And everyone who's good at basketball misses because they're not used to it. But I'm not good at
You're
basketball.
so bad, you're good.
Yeah, I'm so bad that I had no expectation of where it should have shot. And if it was a normal hoop, I would have missed. But because it was this rigged one, it went straight in. I won a giant plushie. That was kind of cool.
Nice,
My kids
Dave.
were like, "Dad, you're amazing at basketball." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
I like this one.
Bit of an athlete.
Play again. No. That's
We're going to end that memory there.
M. Rutherford says, "This is the only podcast that I watch. It's the best. Maybe some should watch yours and take some lessons."
I don't understand
You didn't
why.
read the rest of it.
I don't
though.
understand
I did
why
read the rest of it.
Reseller Clickbait Podcast doesn't improve. They're at
Yeah.
like 60 episodes.
I don't
and they're
understand,
Still the same
yeah.
badness.
I don't understand. It's like they have learned
They say
nothing.
they're referring to one podcaster in Florida that needs to watch y'all's and see how it's done. I've only watched one time and couldn't
One in
get
Florida.
through it.
Rockstar. Does
must
he do a
be Paul.
podcast? Paul.
But that's not really.
That's not
like
really
an
a
interview
podcast.
show.
Flips.
That's an interview
Yeah, they're
show.
just talking about corned beef and
That's
cabbage
different.
and like
Yeah.
just like rock salt or something.
So what about Paul? Mel was telling us Paul's quite a pianist. He plays a mad piano, is what that means, guys.
I don't even know where to go with that because
She said that everywhere he went, the waitresses would hit on him. But then she told me that the only reason is because he was paying and they wanted
how
a
can
better
you be
tip.
6'7"? Dude, that dude is the biggest person. Like I'm talking total dimensions, circumference. Like I'm not talking tall or he's neither like the most tall person I've ever met or he's not really fat. I'm not saying that. He's just like overall just generally big. He's huge.
I've decided to give no feedback on this topic because I think it will make you feel awkward.
That's a good decision.
That's true. He did. The first moment I really had an interaction with him in person, he was just throwing you around like a rag doll.
That hurt really bad. For some reason, Paul thought it would be good to just sneak up behind me, pick me up, and squeeze me, and I swear he cracked a rib. He cracked a rib on me.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so let's stop talking about it. Do anything else? Terry, you can tune out. Josh, you can tune out. We're going to stop talking about your show thing now.
See you next
Bye,
time.
Josh. Thanks
Bye,
for coming.
Josh.
Thanks, Haley. Haley, it was
did a
really
great
good.
job.
You did a great
Yeah.
job.
Very good, for sure.
But we should probably mention that Josh made a custom shirt, but check out his Instagram.
Yeah, he's going to be selling them. He's going to be selling them. I got a seatbelt on, so
Did you
I'm
put
safe.
any stickers on the back of his car this time?
No, I didn't even see his car.
We still,
It was there, I bet.
I think it was the Maserati.
Was our old
or
one still there? Our old sticker?
I didn't look.
Was it the Bugatti or the Maserati?
It was
or was it
Camaro.
the
Speaking of, I
Jetta?
just want to mention that I'm the only member of the podcast that does not drive a Cadillac. Just want to say that.
I don't either. I drive a Honda minivan. And you have a Honda sedan.
All those
Civic, yeah.
channel memberships going
I have
to
a-
the Cadillac.
I haven't even
I have a
started the
minivan.
membership.
But
imagine,
you have the Cadillac
imagine
already.
once
Maybe you shouldn't start it because you already have the Cadillac.
I'm already living the thing.
The inherited Cadillac. Yes,
Yes,
he still
that's-
has the
Dave is a
inherited
spender,
Cadillac.
and my wife is a spender, and Dave.
Dude, that is such a good topic,
No,
Kevin. Thank you
it's
so
not.
much for bringing it up. Kevin's fridge is totally broken. Totally broken, guys. Like, I should
Refuses
go
to get
record
poor
some
Heather
B-roll.
a fridge.
I should go record some B-roll so you guys can see this life he's
please
forcing
do it,
upon
yeah.
his wife. The freezer is like all iced up and getting everywhere you open it up and it just like shoots icicles at you and stuff.
Mel
and then,
came-
dude, the fridge side is warm and he's got milk and eggs and stuff that will kill you in there.
Mel came in with some chocolates from Australia because she's a very
Yeah.
sweet person, and she's like, "I'll put these in the fridge so that they,
Yeah.
are edible and everything." And he's like, "The fridge will probably work for that." That's what a fridge is supposed to do,
Dude, and he's like, Heather's just like, can you please buy me a fridge with all your stacks of cash? That's what she said to him.
Yeah.
And she knows they're there. She just has
He's
no
got-
access to them.
He's got so much down. I mean, it's not like you don't have money. You have like 17 different sets of cornhole.
Yeah.
You've been
a lot.
to
You have a
my
lot of
house.
cornhole
You've been to
stuff.
Dave's house now. You've been to my house now. This is clearly not the wealth and luxury. that
Land
Dave
is money.
lives in.
Yeah, land
Buy
is
dirt.
money.
Buy dirt.
Buy dirt. That's true. You could set up several oil rigs out here right now and produce.
I'm pretty sure there's a gold
Dave
mine
is on
back
a
there.
very Dave.
I'm on a
built
tiny
up-
plot.
He spent most of his money on a bidet.
Yes.
We're gonna be honest.
It's a nice
and a
bidet.
light up toilet seat, which
Yes.
is impressive.
It's nice at night.
For the record,
Yeah.
I offered to buy her a fridge, and she said she wanted the whole kitchen redone because the fridge she wants won't fit in that little space.
Well, I mean, that's
Happy
a little...
wife, happy life.
So I
Happy
said,
wife, happy
okay,
life,
well,
yeah.
we'll wait for the kitchen to be done, and I'm not doing that for 2 years, so she's got to wait.
You're going to have a broken fridge for 2 years?
There's a fridge
Why don't you get a
downstairs.
replacement fridge in
We
the
do. We
meantime?
have it's downstairs.
But I heard that was your son's.
It is, but my parents gave it to him before our fridge broke, and he.
So you want them to
that's
take
it. That's
it
just-
back?
So
No,
the
I
free
wanna
fridge
take
is
it.
the good one, and then there's a
Well,
broken
what's
one.
funny is that just because of your ancientness, you deserve the fridge that was his gift. That's
it's
me going
my
to my son.
electricity,
I
fine.
go to
He
my
can
son. I'll
have
be
the
like,
fridge.
son, I know your grandma gave you $200 for your birthday, but I'm older and I want that $200.
I would really like to spend that on myself.
I have new Fugglers, limited edition, that I want to purchase.
Been exported from
You
Australia.
can keep the fridge, but it's my electricity. So what good is the fridge gonna do?
Do you know what the funny thing too was? Like when I was giving him a hard time about not buying a fridge, he's like, "I don't have time." I said, "Dude, I'm on Best Buy. Just give me your card and I will order a fridge for you." It's
$2 grand
Seriously.
for a
Yeah,
fridge.
which is literally what you make in a quarter of a video.
That is so.
Can we talk about the fact that there's nothing but just dilapidated barns all around us for hundreds of miles, and you've got solar panels on your mansion here?
How are you liking the solar?
I like it. It's not.
What are the
you're not gonna get
downsides?
rich. Well, you're paying on the solar, so
Yeah.
you're not paying electric bill. You're paying on the solar. The downside is when you want to sell it. If you still owe on the on the solar, you got to find the right buyer.
The key is to make your own solar panels,
True.
and then the sun is free. They haven't. Did you just fart?
I cleared my throat.
Okay, just checking.
I could fart. It might be poo though if I do. I told you I pooed in Kevin's shed.
Yeah, I feel like that's
on
a
the
power
floor.
move. It's a power move.
Right on the center of the floor of the cabin.
Right, in the
Right there.
right by the Hulk Hogan doll.
What are those wrestling buddies?
Yeah, the plush ones.
No. That was it's a.
Is that Buccaneers?
Figure?
Is that Buccaneers hat for sale?
Yeah, it is.
I wanna
much?
Buy that. How
Oh,
much?
you'll
Like,
be
is
mad.
this-
I just sold a Mighty Ducks hat, but it wasn't in great shape. It's probably a $40 hat, but I sold it for $20.
How much is the Buccaneers hat? I might want that if it's not like $500.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk
Make
about
it-
it. Dave
talk
bought
about it
some.
now. This is a reselling
Dave
show.
bought
Come on,
some
how
off
much you
of me.
pay and how much
We're
you
in
can
the
sell
shed.
it?
This is Dave's problem. We're in the shed, and he's like, "Can I buy this?"
I want to.
Can I buy that?
immediately want
I
to buy
have
a Buccaneers
this?
hat.
And I'm like,
Creamsicle,
yeah. I
guys,
gave
you
it
know
to him.
that.
It's a $100 plush, and I gave it to him for $40.
But he said it's listed for 100 but not worth 100.
No,
Yeah.
it's probably 60.
He was trying to trick one of his viewers into overpaying.
No, I wanted to see how much attraction because I was the only one who had one with a tag on it out there, so I wanted to see if
But its
somebody
nose
wanted the
has some
tag. It
stuff
does
in it.
have a little
Yeah, it's got
damage
some
on
damage.
it, but it has a
Yeah,
tag.
they have aggressive damage.
So
Right.
this is a reselling podcast. How much you pay for the hat?
Which hat?
The one he wants.
Buccaneers hat?
Yeah.
Oh, $1.
And what do you want to sell it for?
what's a fair price?
I don't know what it's
I'll
listed
pay
for.
for
I'll
it.
look
You don't
it
have to
up.
give me
I'll
like
look it
a
up.
great
I'll look
deal,
up
but
the
I
hat.
am curious.
I'll look
I
up
Like,
the
just
hat.
take off the fees. He'll pay, minus the fees.
What is it? As long as it's not like
Right?
You
$1,000.
can have it if you pay for dinner. That's all. You bought my
Which
wife
dinner?
a burrito.
I did. I bought her a Mexican pizza.
Yeah.
If you
we
care
go to
about your
Taco
wife,
Bell.
you know
Carrie's
that.
like, oh, I got this. Taco Bell.
No, it's all about picking your spots. I'm not doing it when I'm out with all the Australians. I'm going to do it when it's me and Mike and your wife going through the Taco Bell drive-thru. I'm like, I got this.
I got this. Whoa, Mike. I got it.
Here's
I got it.
my black Amex. Is that
Yeah,
what they,
no,
or are
gold.
they gold?
The gold
Amex? I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never had
Well, they
a
have a
credit card.
platinum as well.
I only use cash.
My wife said they declined
Cash is
it.
king.
They declined the card?
It, yeah.
They
They
deci-
declined
it was cash.
Carrie's card. So, oh, it was cash.
No, it was a card.
You paid. I set up a private pick from today, and Carrie's paying on Venmo.
Well, that's how you do it in 2023, Kevin.
We went to this private pick and I was trying to be fair to her, so I gave her a little more than I would have normally offered. It's like a pile. It was like 2 books and
have it
a couple
listed.
other things, right? A couple other things, and I was like, I'll give you $10 because normally I would have paid like 5 for 2 books and a couple other items that were very small. And then, she asks, Dawn and Carrie couldn't figure out a price, and she wouldn't name a price, so I went over to their pile. Their pile was way bigger than mine.
Oh, Dawn, boy, she's
Dawn did
just
good.
buying.
And so I said $25 for that one. And Dawn thought it was a little high. She
Dawn wanted
pay
to pay 20, but she
when
did
it
not
comes-
confer
it was
with you
Kevin's-
first.
It was Kevin's friend, right? So,
Yeah.
it's whatever. We pay up a little bit. Kevin goes and I name his price of $15 and he pays an extra $5. Then Death Pile Picker comes. And he has picked like $400 worth of stuff. And he was up to her and gives her $20.
No, that's not how it went down.
How did it go down? I wasn't there.
She said, he's like, how
wasn't
much you
there.
want? She's like, $5.
She said $5.
Yeah.
Why she wouldn't give us a price? She
Listen,
must have had a
Because
credit
he's
card.
so sweet. Mike is a sweetheart.
And estate sale
when he
stuff,
doesn't talk.
and she does better with silverware and whole pottery and all kinds of stuff like that. And so the electronics and the stuff is just work for her. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's got to move it, so she likes to just move that stuff, and so she wants it gone.
Oh, I was trying to.
I got a Commodore from her.
64?
I got a Commodore from her.
What kind of chip in that is in that? A
Don't know, haven't
Dorito?
opened the box.
Weird Al reference. You guys, you get it, right?
I don't have that happen.
All right. So McGruff the crime dog.
Yeah.
So I mean, I will say, show him,
Segue,
show him,
Keith.
show him.
Good.
McGruff
My
the
Whatnot.
crime dog is on sale at Kevin's Whatnot tonight, guys. $199.99.
What's up?
And he's the
What's under
flashing.
the trench
He's the
coat?
flashing version. Look at here.
Got some good stuff in this one.
This is
It's
good. Look at this.
Show them the Atari one that we got here.
Kevin, have you sold anything today at all?
Yeah.
I sold a kind of erotic anime doll. What do they call it?
Are there any
dolls?
anime
Kind of
dolls
erotic?
that aren't?
They're all a
Speaking
little
of-
They're all a
erotic.
little
Where we
bit.
were at today, they had tons of Bibles and
Do you know
tons
Taz
of
was
sex
on Atari, guys?
What did you say? Tons of what?
There were sex books downstairs and Bibles upstairs. Did you notice that? At
I
the
didn't notice
press
that.
pick today?
I didn't notice that.
It's kind of fitting, though,
Sold
right?
today.
Yeah, that's weird. So you're checking sold today, but yeah,
Well,
I sold this
I'll
anime
tell you this.
doll.
I've said it before. If there's a sex book at an estate sale or garage sale, Kevin's going to find it.
That is true.
100 out
Yeah.
of 100 times.
And what's
You don't
weird is
see
he
that
doesn't
around
buy them; he
here
just
very much.
pockets them.
Those are ones he wants to mix the erotic thrill with kleptomania.
You can't say that word. Someone said they're gonna have to censor this show around their kids because we're so
You said
inappropriate.
erotic? Is that?
You said Dave keistered something.
No, kids don't know what that means.
Always keister your pets.
Just put PG-13 on there. We don't swear.
PG-13, yeah,
We don't
sure.
swear.
Yeah.
Which is why Mike.
Except for when you try to say our Patreon's names.
Yeah.
Then there's some modern
They're
swearing.
trying to trick me up, though. They're trying to mess with me, man.
I want people to start signing up for Patreon with those fake names like let me see. What
I see what you're doing.
Like
I see what you're doing.
Benjamin Dover.
Yeah.
Right? So that
like,
we have to read
come troll us by spending money on our Patreon. This is brilliant. We want to be trolled so
I know
hard,
it's
guys.
brilliant, Dingleberry, but you're not
What's
helping.
brilliant is the art page on there. Was just
Go
terrific.
Dingleberry, guys.
The fan art.
Fan art is amazing.
Fan art is really good.
Back in the day,
A lot of it confusing. Half of it I do not understand at all.
I think ABC Matt is from a different timeline because some of his jokes, I'm just like, dude, what? What is happening here?
I don't know. You just
I
put
don't
a
know.
picture of him on a
made one of-
cucumber.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay, so like we should do a contest. For me, Make Money Flipping is currently in the lead.
Justin.
Yeah, he makes very good fake Photoshop memes. And Beach by Repeat Amy is
Amy.
also very skilled at it.
Yeah.
And
Guy
Matt,
Fieri
I
makes a
love
good
Matt's
meme.
speed and his drive.
He will always get one done in 15 minutes, but you feel it. You feel that it only
feel
took
that it
15
took
minutes,
15
and he just got the subject matter 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
No, I've decided with Matt's, he looks at how you're sitting, right? So
Yeah.
Kevin's sitting there with his arm out.
He's like an
and
artist.
like, this reminds me of that one time I saw Thanos. So I'm just going to put Thanos' arm on Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'm like, I mean, I get
You did do that, and it's okay.
he understands what a meme is, but like he doesn't
I
know
wouldn't know
what
how to
a
make
meme
a meme
is.
if I had to.
Your
I couldn't
photo
make a
room.
meme.
Just use photo room.
He just doesn't
Take it all
know. He
out
has
and
no
then
sense
put
of
yourself
humor.
somewhere else.
But he's like overlaying stuff on. I don't know how to do any of that.
Look,
Why? You just take Kevin
Okay.
and you cut you out like you do in photo room, and then you put
Just imagine
you in
this.
the sled with Santa.
did you just steal my Nintendo? And imagine a
That's
burning
behind
house
it.
behind me.
That's behind
So then you take that picture of Santa and you like cut out just Santa
Okay.
and you put that on top of you.
Okay.
You can
I
just
got
do
you.
multiple layers.
Gotcha.
Just do the same thing over and over
I
again.
sold an inflatable, a Minion inflatable, $100 push.
Oh, what was her name?
It was Minion. I don't know. This is like multiple Minions. I don't think it's a particular one.
Stewart. It was Stewart.
I gotta
They
keep
probably-
it PG-13,
They
so I'm
probably, yeah.
gonna, you put some constraints on me.
Sold a receiver.
Okay.
That'll be easy for my wife to pack.
Kevin, I made an interview about Whatnot with the Whatnot employee that was
Compelling. I was there and I almost fell asleep in person.
I would say it was
Kevin.
interesting.
His name was Kevin.
I asked him
like the Minion.
questions that I'm asked most often, right? Can you do this with no following? Can you actually succeed if you don't have like just a huge crowd of people
he said
behind
no.
you? He said his top 30 sellers had no following going into Whatnot. That's pretty crazy.
I believe it.
Pretty crazy. And he said basically anyone can do it if they have
But
good
he's trying
inventory.
to, encourage all those people to sign up there.
So he's
instead of
lying.
his lying.
So he's lying. Okay.
Okay, Kevin from Whatnot.
Throwing the gauntlet
watching.
down. Kevin's lies from
just-
Whatnot.
we-
Cancel
just keep
Kevin's
getting feedback.
checks immediately.
Yeah, he no
Checks.
longer wants to take
We're
your
already
money.
way past due, speaking of checks. Just saying.
I like Chex Mix. I check out the Chex Mix video on AI Kitchen.
AI Kitchen, guys. America's favorite robot kitchen channel.
Mel was telling me she wants to do a cooking channel.
Does she really?
Like Aussie
Really?
cooking American food. I was like, I'd watch that.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. I just spoiled her whole idea.
There we go. So if
Nashville
you're
Flippers.
Australian
Now
and you're
Octopus
watching
is going to
this-
go start
Exactly.
making friggin' And
Exactly.
he's wearing an octopus mask,
I'm
so it's
telling
going to be
you.
better.
So we looked, because I did not realize he just wore an octopus mask during like a podcast like this.
Yeah.
You should go to like literally garage sales or whatever they have there, just like random
Car boot sales.
barn sales or whatever,
Yeah.
in that mask.
That's a good
And
idea.
watch hilarity ensue.
So the yard sale. So after Fliptown, we went yard sailing.
Yeah, we did.
And we were saying we did really good. I would say, what was it? Well, Carrie, let's start with you. What was your best find? I already know what it was.
You know what my favorite find
What
is?
was it?
It was the sporting cards.
Yep. And what was
Derek
your-
Jeter's rookie year, 1992, classic complete set. Not valuable, but cool. We
Sealed?
found it was sealed. Yeah, it was sealed. I liked that. There was just a lot of bread and butter stuff that one. We tried to get those Anna Lee dolls. Dawn did.
Yeah.
They had you guys ever seen Anna Lee dolls?
I've seen them. I was there, so yeah.
Odd,
Yeah,
very
did you
odd.
see them when you were there?
When I was there.
I'm trying to bring the viewers in. This is called.
What about your board game?
That was one of those tough
Oh yeah, I
sales.
got keys. See, I forgot what I bought.
Yeah.
It was the truth. I was just ad-libbing.
Yeah, Keys to the Kingdom.
Keys to the Kingdom.
the board game, which is
So
a
it's
bolo
kind of
alert.
like Hero Quest, but like not quite. It's
Yeah.
like
$40?
Yeah, $40-$50. I don't
was
do
your best
I don't
find,
do board games much.
I didn't have any great finds. My favorites were I did paid way too much for the Nintendo 64 case. That's really cool. It's like in mint condition. The Pokemon, big giant, a lot of Pokemon stuff. My favorite one, I have no idea what it's worth because I haven't looked it up, was a Lumiere from Beauty and
Beauty
the
and the
Beast.
Beast? Was it a
It was
plush
like a
or
candlestick that lit up and you.
what does it look like? Show me with your hands.
What was that?
It has the little button.
What he did.
It has a little button on the bottom. And oh my God.
That's sign language for Lumiere, guys.
I can't turn this thing on.
In case you didn't know.
And I have no idea if it's
my
worth anything
gosh.
at all, but I got that, and it was good.
Well, mine was obviously the Switch, but after that was my Anakin Skywalker pod racer helmet.
Yes.
That we know you're not gonna
In the
sell.
box, brand new seal.
You're not going to sell.
You did better at that sale than I did as well
So
because of that.
That's going
'cause
to be
I paid
used.
up. I paid
That's
up.
going to be. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to be used for personal time.
Yes. Just like in my bedroom, just with my helmet on.
You should go on.
I'm a pod racer.
It's dinner time, Dave. I'm gonna be down in a minute.
But it's worth like $100, and you paid $100. For
You paid 80,
wait a
so I
minute.
hope it's worth
What
more.
did you pay for everything?
For everything, I paid $175, I think.
Okay.
And that was one piece, and it sells for $300.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
did way better. See, I paid $100, and I think I'll get $300 out of what I bought.
Okay.
I bought
it's
2
nowhere-
hats for
You
50.
paid $100 for that?
I paid $100.
You
for
paid
it.
up.
Well, I know that the bag itself in that condition is going to almost get me my $100 back. It's probably
Aussie Flipper got a
$79,
Pokedex
$80,
there.
$80.
For you Pokemon collectors, you got a Pokedex. A real one.
They're
What'd you
called
get?
Pokeheads.
What'd you
I
get?
don't even know what that is.
I got 2 hats for
I'll show
50
you.
cents each that you gave me.
I gave
think?
you. Yeah. That was a different sale.
no, it was
no,
Oh, that was the
I
same
was
sale. It was just that was a huge
I was
house.
not like. I made the mistake
was-
of not bundling. You guys actually got decent enough
no,
deals
but the
that I should
bundle,
have
like
done that.
my bundle wasn't a bundle. Yours was a little bit more of a bundle. So I bundled it, but he went through. Like I went and counted. It was like $165 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And I got it for $100. But he went through and he counted them all.
He did that
with Ann, or she did that with
Yeah.
Ann. Yeah. And
that was a tough. Like that's definitely obviously from what happened with Matt. That's a yard sale you can make or a estate sale you can make money on, but it's tough. You really
Yeah, you gotta
because the
invest.
margins are really thin, and if you mess one thing up, you end up losing money.
But then if you do what Matt did, you can make thousands of dollars.
thousands of dollars. So that was a tough one.
I
It's
was
not as
gonna do
easy
that
as
with
the
the
dollar
Ann Lee
items that are worth $100 you find. Sometimes.
I was willing to probably pay, $250 for all of those Anna Lee dolls. I was going to do
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but her
think-
her low number was 500.
I think 250. I think me and Don would have probably jumped at that because there was a lot. But she was like, "They're $10 each at least," and I'm not giving it to you all for $250. It's like $8
She
each.
had
I'm
them
like,
listed for $10. She had them. She wanted 10, and they're going for like 15.
yeah. The minute she was like,
18.
"If you know the Anna Lee Facebook groups," I was out. I was like, "Nope, I don't." There's a reason I'm not on those
but
because
she's
it's
not going to
weird.
sell. I guarantee you, she's going to get that much or less for those if she
She's-
tries to sell them.
No, she is. That's the thing. I just do not see a world where she's going to go and individually. She might post 5 or
No
10 on eBay and then get bored and let because she's not like.
But what intrigued me is she had a couple of nice sets of the bigger ones, and they were a boy and a girl bunny and whatever. And I'm like, man, you could you sell like those and 5 other ones, you're getting close, and then the rest are going to be tough, $15 a pop for a long time.
Well, yeah, you could just put them through the Commonwealth, whatnot.
was-
You're going to get $30, $40, $50 a pop.
I think that was
without
just
even
not
feeling
true.
guilty, which is
not
what
true.
I don't understand.
not
There's
true.
no guilt there.
What are you talking about? I'll give all these giveaways I give back. We're giving away stuff.
I think
feel
that was a
guilty.
situation,
I feel
though,
guilty.
like-
Does that make you happy?
That was a
I feel
situation.
bad.
That was a situation where you're trying to buy the thing they care the most about.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that is
you,
true.
as soon as you realize you're trying to make an offer on that item, you need a bail.
Yeah,
And
you
that
need
wasn't
that.
even the best because you found another box in another room
Yeah.
that were even older.
Yeah,
and
they were
she
older.
Yeah,
kept
they were
them separate.
definitely attached to the Anna Lee dolls.
She said
100%.
that it's
I wonder-
expensive to keep her mother in that home. Is what she said. $10,000 a month. I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Holy cow!
I wonder if we had went back and just tried to offer on the old ones, what she would have said.
Same thing.
You think so? Well,
Yes.
but that might have been made sense for the old ones.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. She had the Santa Claus ones and stuff over there, and they weren't very far under eBay prices at all.
Anyways, that was a cool sale. That was, I think, all of our favorite sale. But me and Carrie, we found a lot of good stuff. We went to that one that had the cockroaches, and you and Dawn like loaded up on stuff there.
I found a bunch of like 70s. They were beat up at 70s, like Spider-Man and Eternals comic books.
I just want to point out that we were there and waiting for you for 15 minutes before we went in. We could have gone in and picked that place.
It was uncomfortable for Kevin because he had to speak to the people that he invited to the yard sale.
Well, to be fair, like everyone who was there, even like if you had gone before, was turned off by the pricing.
Yeah,
we almost all walked out, but then me and Matt were like, "Let's go in,
let's try it,
you guys,
and let's start making a pile." And so when we started making a pile, Kevin started making a pile, and then everyone's like, "Okay, let's just go for it. What is there to lose?" And I'm glad we did because. I think we did good. We got good items. The videos will be great on all of our fronts.
Yeah. Mine may be the best.
I did find a Mickey. I did get a Mickey Mouse bundle. It was all vintage bathroom stuff, including a bathroom.
Oh,
curtain.
that was cool. Yeah,
I haven't looked those up, but I think
that was cheap too.
It was $20 for the box full of it.
That's like when I got the plush
box. There's a towel
box
in there that should bring $20, and the rest of it will be profit.
I got a plush box at an estate sale, like where they didn't look through it, and I got hundreds from it. So you might get hundreds.
Well, you just pick up plush boxes, like how much, and then you leave, and you try to sell the garbage.
When we went out with Tony and who else was with us? Rod. Up in Jacksonville, like I was buying plush like a madman.
Oh yeah,
I bought a whole. I paid too much, I think, for that one. But
I'll tell you what was awesome was those people. We walked in there with like 7 cameras.
Yeah,
and Matt's huge and whatever, and nobody said a word. And the lady sitting at the table was it's like Death Pile Picker's like soulmate, just cussing up a storm.
Yeah, she was funny.
It's incredible.
Yeah, Death Pile. He has some lines. We were at the thrift store earlier, and somebody asked, "Why do you have your GoPro on?" He's like, "So I can make you famous." And I'm like, "Dude, that's confidence."
Oh man, he's a character.
If he could,
control
himself, draw inside the lines, he may be okay.
Which we don't think he can.
He's not going to.
I'm looking at him right now, actually.
Is he out there?
Should we do a cameo? Just at the end of the show, just bring him in and have everybody say hi?
I think it'd be good to. I mean, we could text him and we could do one at a time, maybe.
Yeah.
And see. Why don't you text?
Well, I could just yell at them, open the door. I'd have
do
to
that. That'd be very folksy.
Yeah, very
that's
folksy and whimsical.
Remember, hey,
bring the banjo,
Kevin. Yes. I know you like to swear. You're mic'd up.
You're mic'd up.
You're mic'd up. So even if you're over there,
they're used to the. They're used to the yelling. Your neighbors are really used to it.
I'll keep talking and walk.
No, because it'll disconnect.
You are mic'd up. Yes.
Dude, all right. What do you think about this?
Should we have one at a time? You think?
Yeah.
Mel?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel.
What do you think about the hand motion he did? For the Lumiere.
Mel.
That was weird, right?
It was.
Like I don't think it's an accident.
That's not what plushes are for.
It's not an accident that he's doing that sort of stuff.
We're gonna make him sit on my seat cushion here.
It's uncomfortable for all of us.
Oh, can we show him the seat cushion, Kev?
Yes.
This is for his hemorrhoids, guys.
Look at this, guys. This is basically what his refrigerator looks like.
This is for my back. It's for my back. Mel is here.
Hello, Mel.
Mel's first. Matt, you have to stay out because you can't fit in here anyway. All right.
Hi, Mel.
Bye.
Hey, Mel. Welcome back from burnout. How are you doing?
Back.
Here, let me give the mic, and I'll just stand here.
Just hold it in front of you.
Hold it. You're like a reporter guy.
Sit down if you want. I'm not going to force you to sit down. This is Mel back from Burnout.
Yes.
Hi, Mel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you liking America?
Famous Australian film.
Yes, most famous by far.
That's true. We've heard that. Is it hot out there? Kevin's making her way outside.
I feel like I've been sweating.
Yeah, Mel keeps mentioning it.
Been doing naughty stuff in the cabin.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, not like that.
Okay.
All right. She's been hanging out with Mike too much.
So have you been like recording?
Yeah, just
in the cabin, some
secretly
jokes and stuff. Nice. Everyone does that. That's like a very good joke. Everyone goes to the cabin and just records.
Yeah.
What did you think of FlipCon?
Loved FlipCon.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
I think for me it's just the whole.
Down, you good? Okay, making sure.
Yeah, she's
there you go.
I think for me it's the whole networking thing.
Yeah.
Like I've just loved meeting all the resellers, all the YouTubers, everybody. But I've just learned so much.
Yeah.
Like it's not like learning how to do eBay. I've just learned from the conversations that
Josh
come.
was fake.
Yeah, he's a disappointment in person. Hands down.
I actually didn't hardly talk to Josh.
So the networking.
Yes, the
biggest
networking, but
takeaway.
like being around with you guys and stuff like that as well is like just being able to pick your brains about
Well,
things.
you were talking about being naughty in the cabin. Can we talk? I mean, I don't know if you want this out there, but can we talk about your accommodations at the hotel?
My accommodations.
Your accommodations at the hotel. Are we willing to talk about how this went down? Because I think it's an interesting story. Here, fix your mic again.
Oh, I'm going to fix it.
Yeah, just don't.
Just
let it
remember,
fall.
last year I
Hold
was
it.
in a murder
Yeah, that's fine, just hold
Airbnb here in Bedford. So.
Well, so what happened? Tell us the story of how you ended up in the uncomfortable situation you ended up in. I don't know what poor life choices led to this happening.
Kevin booked me the cabin. I mean, not the cabin.
hotel.
The hotel room.
Okay.
Last night we got back to the hotel room quite late. I think it was like after 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was late. I got back there, tried to open up my door. The key wouldn't work. It's one of those card keys. Couldn't get in. Went down to the reception. He came up. He couldn't open it with any of the master keys. So he had to ring the manager, who had to get out of his bed and come at night. And
Wow.
he had to come over. The manager couldn't open the room.
Ah.
So then he had to call the maintenance man. Then they wanted to swap me into another room without any of my belongings. And I was like, I need my phone charger and I need my pajamas and toothpaste. Anyway, finally something
What's funny is I didn't realize you had multiple accommodation stories. I was talking about the Philly Flipper accommodation story.
I feel so
Not the Kevin only booking one night at the hotel for you.
Booked more than one night.
But then again, maybe you don't want to tell the Philly Flipper
the Philly-
accommodation story.
No, I don't.
No, she doesn't. All right. Tune into her channel. Maybe she'll tell y'all about it. Do you want to tell them about your new word though that you're taking home with you?
That is it.
That's it.
My new word is y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's good in an Australian accent,
I'm
isn't
getting
it?
pretty good at
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good.
Howdy, y'all.
She's really upset Australians aren't already using it, and so she's going to bring it back there. She is the biggest YouTuber in the reselling space
She was
in Australia.
Matt, the Aussie flipper, who will be in her second. You kept telling him you were much
You
more
did keep
popular
telling
than him.
She said, "I'm
And
the
that-
biggest."
I'm the biggest, and
I'm
you're
the bestest.
You're the smallest. I don't know how to do the accent.
It was weird how she would punch him after she said it.
I did say that maybe next year on
Yeah.
Kevin's Facebook post he will get you are the most popular Australian reseller YouTuber.
Do you think he's going to pass you?
Yep.
I don't think so. I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think, Kevin?
Matt?
Kevin's the YouTube guru. Let's say they both go
tough to
back and do
say.
3 videos a week.
Well, I'm going to say that he has the better chance of having a big viral video that could blow him up.
Okay.
But as far as a consistent audience, I think Mel is queen of Australia.
So you think she could be like the shill of Australia? Like
Yeah,
you're
she
the
could
shill
be-
of the US. Like she could be selling plush, Enemin, and or any other plush.
And then Matt could be like me, viral and broke. Which is the truth. No.
That's fair. That's fair.
good.
Well, Mel, thank you very much. We've had a great
you.
time with
Yeah,
you
I
here
hope
in
you're
America.
awesome.
Sorry, I
I
might
won't
just
get mad.
your story up.
Oh, that's okay.
No, that
we
was,
still got our
that
hotel
was
story.
perfect. No, that was perfect.
We will definitely tell the story once you're not here. Don't worry.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
We weren't in Vegas. She's confused.
I've only booked 2 things in like 10 years. My wife books everything.
Yeah.
I booked your Airbnb and I
was
booked your
fine.
hotel, and they both didn't
Don's
work
just
out.
scared of the country and raccoons. It was
You know Mike is going to be so offended if you don't invite him in here, right?
We're gonna invite him in here, and as soon as he gets here, we're gonna turn.
We're
it
gonna
on.
cut it off.
In the show. I love it.
Yes,
Perfect.
I love
All
it.
right.
Hey, Matt.
Hello, guys.
How are you?
Very well.
Richest reseller in Australia once you get back and you sell all the stuff you found.
Yeah, I was going to say, not just quite yet. I've still got a bit of work to do.
So was that welcome in? Is it hot out there? You look like you've been sweating too.
I've been researching. That's what I've been doing. I've been sitting out in the
your haul.
van, sweating
He's
away.
been researching
Naughty
for
things in
days.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been researching probably a little bit too much. I've probably got to just enjoy the trip, right?
Yeah,
Just
I would.
enjoy
I
it.
would. Yeah.
Being in the country.
He got a huge haul.
He did.
And he's researching the haul and trying to figure out if he wants to send stuff to get graded and things like that. Did you talk to Pickin' and Punchin'?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to get him on a Zoom call later because he's a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Like, he knows a lot of
sounds
He
stuff.
like
taught
he
Kevin.
is.
He taught Kevin.
I had him on the phone for 20 minutes before, and he was like, do this, and he actually got me nervous because there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very helpful. Terrible person, but super helpful.
Yeah. Bad at wrestling.
Yeah, not or he'd
Significantly
still be
worse.
wrestling and not picking.
Yes. We can tell he's not successful at his wrestling career. So, okay, other than your crazy haul, what was your favorite part of FlipCon?
Favorite part of FlipCon was just meeting everybody. You watch all these guys on YouTube. I don't know if Mel said the same thing, but I mean, we watch all you guys, and then to actually roll over as Aussies and to see you face to face, that was.
Now, Mel said she was extremely disappointed in Harry Tornado. Do you concur?
I do. Yeah, I concur.
Yeah. And your overall opinion of the American reception? Were we nice? Were we friendly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Better
I
than
can't knock
expected.
that. I actually can't knock that. I can knock Harry, but I can't knock that.
It was nice for us too, because like I was like 50-50 unsure whether Australia was an actual place.
Yes, there were these articles about this.
Yeah,
we've
I've
actually
heard
got
about it.
articles. I don't know if
Is
did
that
you
a
make
real
the
thing?
article or
I might have.
I saw a TikTok where Australia had like another hidden island next to it. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
Is that real?
That is
there-
not real, Dave. No,
Okay.
I can confirm.
Is the Earth flat?
The Earth is not flat.
Have we been to the moon? This is good to have him because I have a lot of questions.
What about Waffle House? 1 out of
House.
10. What do you rate Waffle House?
I was pretty high on Waffle House today, yeah. Apparently IHOP's meant to be pretty good as well. So
Waffle House is better.
I've got a few more to check out.
IHOP Light.
Up tomorrow in some rural
Plus.
Virginia.
Yeah, that could be good to try as
He
well.
gave Waffle House a 9.
Yeah.
When we were eating, so that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I liked
went
Waffle
pretty
House
high.
too.
I had the All-Star as well, the All-Star, the one where you get everything.
Yeah, you get a little
That was-
everything. Yeah,
that was good.
I might have ordered too much. I ordered like a sandwich and hash browns.
On
and I
brand. On brand.
On brown. On brown.
On brand.
I ordered
On
it
brand.
on brown.
On Grandpa over here.
Granny. So I also got a waffle and a chocolate chip waffle. So I really waffled it up pretty hard. So
You're gonna have
You know
a lot
what'd
of
be even
diarrhea
better?
for a couple
we
weeks.
should bring Brandon and Jen in here and then not let Mike in. I think that is a real power move.
Like they're sitting in there. Call in Brandon and Jen.
Mike is honestly out there waiting, and he's like, "Why are you going in before
Go tell Brandon and Jen.
you want them to
Leave
come
the
in?"
mic. Leave the mic. Thank you,
Alright,
Aussie
I'll leave
Flipper.
it.
Subscribe
Thank you, guys.
to his channel.
Yeah, Aussie Flipper. Please subscribe.
Thanks a lot.
The best. Great dude.
So how are we going to do this with Mike? When he does come in, we should let him sit down and start talking. And
Yeah, like have him start a story.
And then I'll just turn it off and be like, battery was dead.
Yep.
Sorry. And by the way, we're plugged into power very obviously. So
I don't think Mike on
I
that.
love it. Brandon, I think we should just have Jen in.
yeah, well, Brandon can just like
You know.
stand in the background and look uncomfortable.
Like,
Just have him. Jen, you sit down. Brandon, just look over at
Stand over
the.
there and just
Just
look
go
at-
walk around the cabin while she talks to us.
What do you think of Kevin's bed? He really does have a bed in
does,
here,
you
and
know.
it was weird because the blinds.
The body pillow's odd.
The
It's an odd
blinds.
choice.
The blinds are destroyed, and I was telling Kevin, it looks like Heather. It looks like Heather like locks him in, and he's just like, "Let me out, let me out!" And just she won't let him
Pepper
out.
snuck in here underneath my feet one day, and we didn't know she was in here.
Pepper's
for-
a cat.
She was in here for a day.
Yeah, but you could fix the blinds after the cat messes them
don't
up.
have
You don't have to just
time.
leave them
I
destroyed.
don't have time.
Are you gonna buy a fridge for your
Got
wife?
stuff to do. I don't know yet.
Think
Maybe.
about it.
Eventually.
Guys, comment down below. Should Kevin
Yeah.
buy a fridge for his wife?
Jen, you get to sit.
Oh, thank you.
Brandon, if you can
You
keep
can
it down, we want to
hold
talk to
this.
Jen
Okay.
for a moment.
I think she needs to be the one to do it.
And you can
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Just stand, Brandon. Our goal for you was to stand awkwardly. This is
He
your
can do
job.
Let me
it.
get down here.
Yeah. Oh, be uncomfortable on your knees.
Are you?
A little closer.
Yeah.
This is Brandon CVA Thrifts
Yeah.
and Jen CVA Thrifts.
Hey.
You may recognize them from the thumbnails that Dave does.
And they're
That's
playing.
true.
They're playing 4D chess. Okay, they
it's
don't
smart.
thrift on their channel hardly at all.
That's
They just don't.
There's no
Just,
thrifting
yeah,
on
just
CBA
not thrifting.
Thrift.
whenever we thrift, our videos bomb. That's to be honest.
True, people don't want to
Yeah.
watch it.
So they liked it. That's a nice hat, Brandon. By the way, that's actually pretty cool. They actually just like to pick at yard sales and stuff. So,
Yeah.
what was your favorite part of FlipCon? Just pretend you went.
I mean, I think it was just all the moments with you guys.
moments.
That
It's
was my
about the
favorite part.
moments.
It was
It's
all
the
about the
that
moments.
works. I think we're just gonna go with it and pretend they were there.
Yeah.
I think it should.
So they weren't there. They are actually
No.
hosting us and letting us stay at their house very kindly and generously because Kevin has weird boundary issues.
Yeah.
Like really
Exactly.
weird boundary
It
issues.
is. It is.
And we're not really sure.
Let's invite people from across the globe, and you can hang out with me from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m., and I'm going to let you just do your own thing for the rest of
Knowing
the
you
day.
guys now as well as I do, it's perfectly legitimized his boundary issue.
It's weird.
Yeah. This is why.
We were talking about how I did an upper decker in his toilet earlier. So we do. Yeah.
He left Mel
could you
from
have
Australia
flushed-
with Mike all day instead
Yeah.
of spending time with her.
Yeah.
all day.
It would have been nice if he had flushed it. That's all I was going to say.
Well, we.
Upper deckers are tough to flush.
Well, if you flush him, it just comes out. Yeah, he'll flush later.
Oh, goodness.
This is really just
Sorry,
bringing you
Jen.
in to hear your opinion on FlipCon, and we also
Okay,
wanted
yeah.
to see if we could make Mike Death File Picker sad by ending the show right as soon as we call him in. We're just going to end the show. and it's gonna be wonderful.
He's not expecting it at all.
That's true.
This is your moment.
He's
Is
not
he not
getting
No,
it.
he's not. He's
No.
expecting to sit out there and just relax.
Yeah.
So.
This is your moment, though. Is there anything you want to, promote or anything like that? Brandon's a teacher, but he's
Yes.
actually still broke, like Kevin used to
Oh, yeah.
pretend to be.
Like,
so he really does need
The
support.
real Commonwealth
Actually-
picker
That's
right here.
right.
Somebody said that to me once on our channel.
What?
Because they were like, why do you buy so much stuff for yourself? And I'm like, because this is where I can afford to get. Like,
People
stuff
do
for
not
myself.
like you to buy stuff for yourself when you're on a reselling
I'm
channel.
just
That's
like-
for sure.
Client, this is a great
Listen.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anything they say about me true?
No?
No, I think you're a pleasant guy to our face.
Yeah,
That's true. I've
still have to
never,
live and live in the
ever
same area as
heard
this
what
gentleman.
you've thought about me behind my back. But you've always been very nice to my face. So,
No, we love you, man.
No.
Very good. You want me to go get Mike?
Get Mike.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Good
Give
Subscribe to
us the
CBA
mic.
Thrifts.
Okay,
CBA
deal.
Thrifts.
There you go.
Thank you, Jen. Okay, so this is gonna make him so angry.
I love it. No, but we have to sell it.
Like, let him sit. Yeah.
No, we have to sell it like it's going to be legitimate. Like, give him 5 seconds to talk.
So we wanted your opinion on FlipCon, and then we shut it off, right? Like right as he
No,
talked.
let him like have a few words. So
Okay,
he thinks,
like-
oh, I'm going to actually talk. Let him get in like a little bit of steam.
Here, we'll say this, guys. If you want to subscribe to a questionable channel, subscribe to Death Pile Picker. So then when he watches this, he'll feel a little better. But,
Yeah, I mean-
that's all we're saying.
I'd honestly advise against it. If I'm going to be honest.
Turn off notifications. Turn
Sub-
off that notification
Sub,
bell.
but do not put notifications on. Here he comes, this guy.
Okay, here he is.
All right, here we go.
And here's Kevin Brown back. You just want to be off the podcast.
Yeah, you don't even
You're
want to
like,
be on this
love you to
podcast.
be off the
Hey,
podcast.
what's
pass
up,
it to
Mike?
Mike, sit down.
Mike,
Come on.
Here you go. Hold
Here you go,
this
buddy.
out, and you can speak into this right here.
All right, so Mike is the Death Pile Picker on YouTube, and Mike
Everybody
was
sub
also
it up.
actually at FlipCon, unlike
were.
CVA Thrifts. You want to give us
Yeah.
your opinion on how FlipCon, like what was your favorite part of FlipCon? This is good content, Mike. All right, thank you guys.